So here's the tough question. If somebody else had your track record, would you invest in them?
Well,
okay, cool. We're live again. Right, long story short, the reason why I had to stop the last one is because I've increased the resolution and it screwed around with the bitrate. So I had to stop the stream to increase the bitrate in order to be able to stream it properly without it causing any major issues. So
yeah, probably.
that's
I don't know.
that.
I don't know myself. I don't have those numbers.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get on with it.
Humble origins. So what was Kathy Wood's first job?
Hopefully this one works.
McDonald's.
It says stream quality is excellent.
What were you doing? Flipping burgers?
No, I wasn't.
I hate when things change. Okay, let's just play and see what happens. Right, full squad on.
First girl allowed to push in carts.
Actually, full squad off. Play
Do you remember
battlegrounds because we're looking for humidifiers.
hourly?
Excuse me.
I know. Well, right before that, I was babysitting. for a
Augments.
quarter
Cheap
an hour.
ass augments because it has that little thing there.
So you went from
Okay, then a cheap ass shield and a cheap ass weapon. Okay. Harpin's actually kind of cool. I like the
The
harpin.
reason I ask is because in the world of entrepreneurship, we always hear these hustle stories.
It really bugs me this thing doesn't claim like 24/7, you know?
Without hustle. So what's the hustle story you pride yourself on?
Well, the first big break was getting into the business. Art Laffer, I'm not sure if you know Laffer curve, supply side economics, Reaganomics. He was my professor at the University of Southern California.
Oh, shit.
Advisor to presidents, right?
Oh, every president since Richard Nixon, except for Presidents Obama and Biden. And, you know, he was agnostic. If anyone, no
Confirm.
matter what
I also had a ridiculously rough migraine yesterday, so I'm not gonna lie, my brain is half fried.
monetary policy,
So
he wanted to
forgive
give
me
his
if I'm a little bit. Ugh,
and,
I don't mean
you
to
know,
be.
we've come
Why
full
is it that when I click to make it, it doesn't make it? Am I going crazy here?
team introduced art in 2015.
Like I
to
said,
people.
make 2 of these.
And when he read
That
art
said done, and then I said that make
he
2 of
said,
these.
"This
Why is it
what
going
I've
to
been
10?
waiting for
2.
Since the U.S. closed the gold
Thank you.
window
Right.
in 1971.
Play.
A
Confirm.
global rules-based
Where is
monetary
it?
system. Wrong rule. Quantity theory of money.
Where it?
so limited to
Am I
20
going crazy here?
But we'll get there. And of course, he was talking about stable coins. So now we have
Oh, there they are.
introduced
Right.
stablecoins,
Oh,
Tether,
God, you're an idiot.
Circle, and so forth. And he said,
Keys, no.
the right rule.
Damn surveillance room key. Damn control tower key.
WTF happened.
Oh. Another time. We'll do that in a group. We'll do that in a
What
group.
the
We'll do
F
that in a
happened
group.
1971, and it shows like a series of charts. where
Quick
something
use.
happened in 1971, and the world was never the same. And it's just it's a very compelling
Yes.
case. It makes you want to go look at it, and obviously, I think that's
Yes.
the year that we went off the
So I
gold
need to make a few
standard,
more
right?
of those.
Yeah, it's the year we went off the gold standard and all hell broke loose in monetary policy. We went into massive inflation. So anyway, it was in the late 70s that while I was in his class that Art introduced me to Capital Group.
Oh, come on, there should be
I
more than
walked
that.
into Capital Group. I didn't even know what
Is
the
there a
investment
glitch in
business
this?
was.
I mean, honestly, am I going crazy here? Enter to,
I was
okay, press
interested in
enter.
economics, but I didn't know this business.
Layout, stash, right.
And Capital was the premier fund.
Right, okay, good.
manager
Now we're there.
in Southern
Right.
California at the time.
Sounds like that might.
Okay, cool. Let's get on with it.
Art recommended
Bah.
me highly to Don Conlon, who was the chief economist of Capital Group. And I walked in there, and Don was losing a person who was going on to Harvard Business School. So this woman, her name was Claudia Huntington. She was so good at what she did. He was looking for one and a half
So good.
to replace her. I was the half. But I didn't want to be the half. I wanted to be the 1.5.
So let me ask you a question about that, because I think everybody in their career, you know, will have an opportunity. I had one when I moved to San Francisco when I was 24. I didn't know anybody, but I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I wanted to be in Silicon Valley. This billionaire was hiring for this role. I don't know how I got the job. They literally told me, "You're not qualified for this, but we like you. We'll bring you on. We'll still hire somebody else qualified for this
Okay,
role, but we
right,
want
let's
you
go.
here anyway." So I had like my foot in the door, and I think
We're
everyone.
go. Oh, for God's sake! Why have I just started all the way over here?
So I think there's a lesson in like first one to be there.
Right, I want to get to over here.
Sheer number of hours. But what else?
The apartments, because I'm looking for a what the hell you call it now? Dehumidifier. Oh.
Full force. What else besides sitting in the chair for a lot of hours matters? Do you think? What's the mindset?
Sitting in the chair maybe matters, but
Oh, it's raining. Wonderful.
And my objective was to bring new technology into the firm. I was using economics time-sharing system. We were back in time-sharing.
Okay, we're on a mission to get humidifiers for the expedition. I was never going to make the last one, and quite frankly, I wasn't prepared to. Whoa, I wasn't prepared to grind like 24 hours a day for a week to make it. This is too much, and quite frankly, that's not me. So instead, we're going for the one in 2 months' time, which will give me plenty of time to get together the $5 million needed.
Really develop little
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Presentations for. Right, let's just get a move on, and let's not die, because I have to find someone's house.
When you help other people get what they want, so the fastest way to getting what you want is just to give other people what they want. And I like what you're pointing out, which is that.
Like I said before, I had a really bad migraine yesterday, so I am just my brain is like scrambled egg today, which is always fun. Okay, gunshots.
And new things might be easier for you to pick up because you have time and maybe you grew up with those tools.
I imagine they're probably all the way stuck over there.
And so you bring something to the table and that can be your thing. Hey, real quick, our sponsor for today, HubSpot, actually did something pretty cool. If you like money stuff like this, you like investing wisdom.
No arc so far, which is good.
Well, they actually put together a 9 investment principles.
Why the hell did it put me all the way on the other side of the goddamn left?
Frameworks that they shared when they came.
I wonder, is there a dehumidifier in here? I wonder. Let's check. Anything? Wires and chemicals. Okay.
So you can get it right now. Scan the QR code or click the link in the description. All right, let me get back to the episode.
Okay, there it is.
I'm just curious, like, what is a day?
Let's not get fucked by the Rocketeer.
Main thing that you focus on.
I hold sacred in terms of from the moment I get up in the morning until 10:30.
Ow, my head.
That time is all.
Migraines suck.
So we have
shit.
our research meeting from 9 in the morning to 10:30. First half of it is.
Don't you dare come this way, guys. Don't you dare come this way.
Portfolio management teams together, really sharing information, and then we focus on in the last half hour on one of the 4 teams. So we have we're broken up into autonomous.
Come in. Close.
Team, AI
Okay.
Cloud, which has forked another team, which is consumer internet and fintech. Then we have our multi-omics team. Which
Wait. Where's the fucking annoying thing? Where is it? Yeah, get here. You little.
Going to transform healthcare, and I think that's the most
Fast. I hate that thing. Hate them. Hate them. Hate them.
And then we have our blockchain technology team. On Fridays at 10:30, we have a brainstorm. And the brainstorm is all our teams coming together, staying together. But we have another 40 people who have followed us over the years and are passionate about innovation.
Right,
And,
I'm gonna head back.
We invite them to what's called a brainstorm.
That's my goal.
That
Is
where
humidifiers.
we try to get out
And the only damn reason I came in here was to not get shot to hell out of me by a goddamn Rocketeer.
So these are venture capitalists, they're entrepreneurs, they're retired engineers, they're retired professors, they're people teaching in universities today, and they are very vocal because they're all of us, they probably more for their personal accounts, but we're all trying to figure out how the world is going to work. And we're trying to push the frontiers of knowledge forward as fast as we can, anticipate what the next set of topics are going to be that people are discussing, and trying to figure out
Quiet now.
we should position ourselves.
That's pretty interesting. Is that common? Do other firms do this kind of Friday open door brainstorm with like external folks? That sounds pretty unique.
No, they don't, and I've done this since 2001 when I was at my last firm. I just thought it was really important not to get stuck in our own research, but to have it battle
Howdy.
tested. And
How are you?
take that to another level when I founded ART with this notion that we're going to give our research away. We're going to give our research away, not when
Okay,
it's
I gotta get all the way over there
finished,
to find a
but
goddamn
as
house.
it is evolving, and we push it out. Now, at the time, 2014, Twitter was for tweens, teens, and celebrities, right?
Yep.
So I didn't think that was going to be our primary social network. We thought maybe LinkedIn would be. Instead, X has become the most important social network, even for crypto. I thought Telegram was where all of that was going to live, and yeah, there are all kinds of conversations, but the ones that we need and that I need to see, they are on X. And sometimes we stir the pot, you know, with our research and get debates going. So I feel that the world is moving so quickly today. It's not like it was in 1977. Back in 1977, as I described, it was really expensive to get information and to travel places.
I wonder if we can get all the way there without getting shot at.
And so research departments like the one at Capitol, they were closed, and that was their secret sauce. Today, information is ubiquitous. It is all over the place. In fact, you have to figure out, is it real or fake? You know, so so that takes another.
Hopefully I don't get taken out.
So I thought, you know, the closed world is probably not where.
Okay,
we
cool.
are
We're getting to the houses.
for what we want to do.
Are we?
And that is focus
Yes,
exclusively
we are.
on
Okay, it's up here.
technologically enabled disruptive innovation. That's all we want to do. Well, there's so much.
Okay, house number 1.
And
Looking
we
for a humidifier.
and it's how you put it together and what you place priorities on in terms of the kind of information and the kinds of assumptions that you're
Anything
making
in here?
that become
Nope.
more important.
And you, this might be a dumb question, but like, you will go.
It's
on-
never a dumb question, my friend. Ask
I
away.
think Tesla's going to $2,000 a share, or whatever your target price is, and everyone says, "Oh my gosh, that's really bullish." And you say, "Here's why we believe. Here's what here's what we believe the future looks like." And I hold Tesla, and I hope that that all comes true. But you are very active, like you're buying and selling Tesla all the time. I looked at the last.
This has already been raided, hasn't it? Someone's already been here. God damn you.
20 trades,
So that's what happens when you're
like
stuck,
millions of
when you
dollars
start
in
at the
Tesla.
wrong side of town.
If you believe Tesla's going to, some $2,000 a share, why don't you just buy it and hold it? What is all the active trading for? And like, are
Yep,
you
someone's
day
already
trading? I mean,
goddamn well
I'm not
been
a
here.
investment, so I'm trying to understand.
Well,
You have sort of the Buffett mentality. And, you're very, very active. I don't really get that.
Yeah, that's another great question. I
Isn't
know
it just?
seem confusing. And we often do describe ourselves. Few people believe this, but we believe it as a deep.
We all believe it, Kathy.
manager like
We all
Warren
believe it.
Buffett, if you give us 5 years, Warren Buffett, he was the first to admit, I don't invest in technology. He made a few good ones, like Apple was great, IBM not
Oh.
so, but
someone's in here.
he knew where his strengths were, or he knows where his strengths are. He's still with us. And he did not feel that technology was where he had an edge. That's where we do have our edge. And so you can say we're a great.
What's that
company
guy's name?
to the world.
Analyze Express?
If you give us a 5.
Did I read that right?
investment time horizon. So, why do we trade so much? Well, because of what has happened to the markets, and really since I got into the business, I think more than
Okay, so there's nothing
75%
here.
of the
We'll have to
trading
try another
is
house.
algorithmic and high frequency trading. There's a huge amount of volatility in the market itself, but especially in our stocks.
Right, next house.
So if you look at our trading in Tesla, we are using it. We're using the volatility
Hi there.
to our advantage. So rarely has Tesla
Hi there. Hey, how are you?
number 1 position in our flagship portfolio, ARKK.
I'm good. I'm looking for a humidifier.
It has gone from $100 to $500, and
You're looking for a wine bowl?
you know, 13.
Well, I guess a house is the best place to look, right?
From a portfolio management point of view, we are.
Yeah, have you guys
That's a lot of hard
have you
work.
guys looked in this house already?
And we know. Tesla
Okay, well, I'm gonna go see what I can find, and wish me luck.
is a controversial individual, and we are going to have opportunities at lower prices
What's in here?
to move back.
Why would anyone chuck out a humidifier? But never mind. Garlic press, interesting.
See, around our high conviction stocks.
Okay, so let's take what you just said. So you said, give us 5 years, right? Because we're betting on these sort of long-term technology S-curves that we think are playing out.
Well, someone's been in here. Oh, candle holder,
10 years, you've been making hundreds of
a
millions.
window frame and cloth,
But haven't outperformed the simple index like.
chemicals.
Do you think that's a fair criticism?
So, can I give you a reset here? I love the question. You're giving
Yes.
me an opportunity to answer a question that I
dead
know
thing.
is on many people's minds, even if they don't ask.
Yeah, someone's already been in here. Although people don't always pick up things like humidifiers, because if you don't need it, you don't need it. You know what I mean? You're not looking for it.
Is to deliver
So maybe we'll get lucky. Radio. See, that I mean, people are leaving things.
annual rate of
It's not what I need.
over
Processors mod. What's that?
Absolutely right.
Mod
We have
components.
not
Okay,
done
let's
that.
just salvage the
We
fabric.
have done that since inception.
Salvage fabric.
So since inception,
Put that
our
there, you go
compound
there.
annual rate of return is over.
You know, actually, no, I'll put that there.
Now, what happened in the middle there? Because you're a
What happened in the middle, Kathy? Tell us.
And I understand
Tell us
why
all
you
about it.
use 5 years, 10 years, all of that.
Sure.
If you use 10 years, and you look at Morningstar, and
Oh God, more arc? Are you kidding me?
metrics, which have no human input, they just have their rules-based system. Based on the benchmark they selected.
Light ammo, good. Torn blanket. Oh, I have to get rid of something. Oh, well, in that case, drop that
We
then.
are in the 4th percentile of performance for that benchmark. Now that benchmark is
It's so rough playing anything when you. I had a migraine yesterday. For those just tuning in, and it's made my eyes really photosensitive today. So even though I'm trying to play, I've got to be honest, I'm like that. Having to constantly blink to refocus. It's brutal. It's really rough. Right, let's assume that there's nothing here. I'm thinking that to get out after we've done the last pit on this. And then hopefully we'll jump back in and we'll get a refresh and we'll start somewhere closer and I'll get a better chance.
What about the last 5 years? Well, we had COVID.
So I'm not thinking there's anything in here.
Because this is when we blew up. I'm not sure if you know this part of the history, but
House over here.
we were the only.
How am I out of breath so quick? Come on.
Out on social media, and the only one posting our trades every day. We went.
I just came in here. So
Sitting in front of their computers trying to figure out what to do.
which house am I in?
Right?
I'm in the back house. It's the last house.
Yeah, and their extra money. We were actually
Searching here.
one of the few
Don't know why. I don't know why you'd find heavy ammo stashed in someone's computer, but there you go.
Along on our journey, in 2020, we were up 150%.
No, these have all been
That
searched.
year, remember, we're 5
Yeah,
years
these
away
have all
from
been
that. This is what we're
searched.
comparing against. At the end of
Okay.
the year,
If I had to guess, they've probably all been searched. So,
Bloomberg, it was
but look, we're here, so we'll go up a level and we'll see what's there.
a lot of time.
But if there's nothing up there, then I'm just gonna bug out. Yeah, there's nothing here. Okay, forget it then. I'm gonna jump out,
This, we know
get the money, cash things in, and then jump back in again. And hopefully, I'll be placed closer to a residential area, so I won't have to.
opportunity. Perhaps too soon, and the
I won't lose time and have to rush across the entire map. Oh Christ, Ark. Right, careful. I don't want to die.
more loudly to myself and to our team.
Right.
Because even though our modeling
Because that exit point's still half a kilometer away, and I can still easily get taken out by one of those things. Yeah, fuck you.
over the next 5 years, which was very low. Normally we're expecting 25 to 40% compound annual rate of return. So it had dropped because of the appreciation in the stocks.
Right, my thinking is I'm gonna go parallel and then try go straight down, to try to avoid some of this unnecessary attention
Many people think,
from some of these annoying flying things.
that wasn't as much the problem. The problem was supply chain bottlenecks. Our models are driven by unit growth. And when there's an interruption in unit growth,
You're talking about COVID there, Kathy, huh?
the rate of return expectations come down. And
They're all right over there.
and we thought we were going to come out of this
Hi there. How are you? There's a bunch of arc over there, so careful.
recovery, and we did. That was correct. But
I couldn't find it, so I'm gonna jump out and hopefully come.
supply chains,
Oh my God! Thank you so much.
and that I think was a big lesson for us. If I had just focused on that,
Running.
said, all right, let's move more into larger cap tech stocks with a big cash position that are innovating, and it would have been an asset and all of that. We did not do that. What we did, we owned them, and because that's what we started doing in the bull market, we always diversify as a bull market extends because our stocks do tend to go crazy to the upside. So we were already doing that. In 21, those stocks kept going up. Our stocks, so smaller cap and mid cap stocks, started going down. And so what we always do is rebalance. We took profits there, we got
Where do you go?
just way too soon. It worked out, and I think history will show that everything is fine.
Got it. Thank you. Thank you very much for the help.
Who piled in at the top, even though we're saying
I really appreciate the humidifier, bro. That was very sweet of you. Thank you.
who left us at the bottom, which is classic. It's
Well, that's always how it works. As soon as you don't need it, you find like 10 in a row.
this cycle a lot more saying along the way, rebalance, sell, take profit, so that when our strategies go through a ticking spell, then you'll have the psychological will to buy.
Just run, bro. Run. It's open.
Investment concept.
Betting against you as betting against
Ah, so close.
AI, it's betting against crypto, it's betting against innovation, and it's betting against Elon Musk. And those are just
Okay, I called it.
the Monstars in Space Jam. I'm just not trying to bet against that. You might even be right on any one of those individual things, maybe for a period of time. It's just not where I would want to be positioned against long term.
Yes.
At the same time, like I'm a normal person, and it's pretty crazy when, this is in venture capital too, by the way. In venture
Yes.
capital, VCs, it's a rigged game.
Okay, so I'm guessing he found that one there.
Venture capital's a rigged game. You make 2% annually on
Crappy ass game, my man. Thank you, my friend. Thank you very much for watching and for your comment. I appreciate it.
Let's just use a round number, 20 billion in assets across your ETFs. Is that about right?
Across the company, we're
Crappy
closing
ass
in on 40 billion.
My man.
Okay, that includes digital assets, private funds.
Yeah. So we do have a venture fund, so I know what you're talking about.
Oh.
We're doing ours.
I appreciate it, bro.
We don't have a carry, so that anyone with $500 can get onto the cap tables of SpaceX, OpenAI, Neuralink, and so forth.
You don't have carry, so how do you make money in that? Just on the
So
fees?
what we do is we do have a high fee. So I think it's
Right.
2.75%. And what we did to arrive there is we said, okay, what
Now, does he mean he thinks the game's crap, or does he think that my gameplay is crap?
deliver over time?
I'm pretty sure he's saying he just doesn't like the game.
Compound annual rate of return for
Because he
their
couldn't
clients.
possibly be saying that he thinks my gameplay is crap. Couldn't possibly be saying that.
And how much of the benefit do they derive? And the best ones, and
Right.
maybe
Oh, stop.
they're going to be north of 2.5%
Workshop.
per year on average, and especially in this kind of a market.
Raider.
AI is
I
just
don't know.
out
Don't
of
care.
sight. But,
Actually, no, Raider.
the best ones, if you do a very long-term historical retrospective.
Right, 4 to go.
retrospective. 2.75% was the landing point, but we are offering direct to cap table. These are not SPV,
Right.
Not SPV, so there are no fees upon fees upon fees.
Right. And so, you know, I think that
And right, back out there again, I guess.
20 or 40 billion
Play
total
battleground, yes,
assets.
and
There's a
yes.
guarantee this is why finance and fund management is like one of the best businesses in the world. Is you get you know, hundreds of millions in fees guaranteed, regardless of whether you're up, whether you're down. And then, you know, like the more you go up, maybe you have additional carrier. There's other things that you know, in venture capital that you benefit from. And so I think that's the challenge, right? Like Munger used to say, you know, show me your incentive, I'll show you your outcome. It's like, I think all finance and fund management is generally suited towards grow assets under management. We make money either way, and then like try to do your best in terms of performance. And in the long run, you know, you will be judged on the performance, but in the short run, it's hard to tell, right? Like what's working and what's not, which is why
Vermanen
started, he basically
01C.
said, I'll take nothing.
Crappy
for the
ass
first
game
6%,
man.
which I think was like kind of
Cheers,
the,
boss.
sort of the index standard at the time. And he said,
Okay, there we go. Now, where the fuck am I?
Then I want 25% of profit.
Oh.
Like, you know, that was
Ooh, a house.
I think the world of finance has moved away from that, because why would you? If you could, I would do it too. If I could take the guaranteed fees, I'm going to take it.
Well, you know, it's interesting. From the, I'm going to say from the 80s on, when I saw hedge fund structures and venture capital.
Right, straight into the house. Okay, good. No one's been here. That tells me.
That game's going to end. That's, you know, that those kinds of
Okay, first one.
excessive returns, shall we say, they go away with competition.
There. Here.
And there's a huge amount of competition.
oh,
But if you
ice
look
cream
at
scoops.
where the real money is made, it's in the top, you know, 10. The top 10 is where
The top
a
10?
proportionate amount of the returns are. And of course, that's what we're aspiring to. And of course, everyone is aspiring to it. But there's some kind of network effect, and I think
one.
it has
There's
to
another
do
one here?
with the network effect is
Next one, I think.
not a viral act. It is the community.
Well, venture has one different property than what you do outside of your venture stuff.
I'm
which
stuck
is
on a wall.
in
Christ.
startups, it's the only asset class where the security selects the investor. So, you know,
Yes.
for Buffett or any public stock market, I get to just pick what I want to be in, and I push a button. I'm in.
What was in that room here?
In venture, the hot startups want to be with the hot funds,
No.
and only the hot funds
Ah.
get to be on the cap table. So the security selects the investor, not just the investor selecting the security. So it has this like, that's where the
What's
network
this?
comes in. That's
Ammo
where the effects come
thing,
in, and that's
rusted
why
tools.
Sequoia and Benchmark and these other guys will keep showing up in the top, because if I'm one of the top startups, I want them, and so
Yes.
they get the access. Even if
Yes,
another
that's-
investor was totally right in their thesis, they just can't get them to cap
Yeah,
table.
it's a yes, there is self-selection. You're seeing in the hedge fund world big changes though. In that world,
Oh.
the fee structure is changing because passive, the indexes were outperforming active. It was a self-fulfilling prophecy because the pendulum was swinging there. I believe that pendulum swing, I
Do you
think
think it's going back to active? You
that
think?
and consider the source, right? But I think the pendulum swing, the final swoosh in that direction, was in the last few years towards
Spring.
the Mag 6. And now they're so
Tuna,
one of the reasons
bicycle
they're such
pump.
concentrated parts of
Oh, damn it. Well, drop
now,
that
are
to
they
the
all gonna
ground. Take
benefit
that.
from all of these new technologies,
to
you
the
know,
ground.
our focus on robotics, energy storage, AI, blockchain technology, and multiomics. Some of them will.
Canister.
Apple, we've been watching for a long time.
Hey there, how are you?
They don't know what they're doing in AI.
I'm good. I'm just looking for a humidifier.
So, you know, we'll see what happens.
A humidifier. It's for the exhibition for the next round in 2 months.
Sure, they'll participate
And it sounds like someone's pissed off the Rocketeer.
caused by the disruptions associated with these new ways of doing it.
A coffee. What? Sorry?
And I think we're at the beginning of
No, I don't. No,
consider this.
I've got a radio, but that's about it.
We don't own the Mag 6 and the top 10. It's
Take care. Bye.
but we don't own them for the most part in the top 10.
If I'm a believer,
Are you serious, bro? You brought a Rocketeer to my house?
the oncoming AI wave.
Well,
I'm about to say, I got upstairs and the guy's staring right at me. I was like, what the hell?
answer that question with stocks Either they don't know or they're not
Okay, good.
pointing
Well, fun times.
about them in the right way. So
Yeah, misunderstood. Maybe not unknown, but
Misunderstood.
misunderstood or mispriced. If you.
so yes, as we were selling NVIDIA.
Okay, so there's nothing here. I'll have to go to the next house. And now I have to dodge a Rocketeer, which is always good.
2014 because of autonomous driving at
Hello.
20 cents on the current stock stocks basis. At
Okay, well, I have to avoid a Rocketeer now. Fun times.
We held it for years and no one would listen to us. No one. I talked about robotics, talked about autonomous driving, talked about, nope, it was a PC gaming chip company and that's all it was. And then it explodes with ChatGPT and, you know, we start selling it and we sold it
nothing there.
too soon in the flagship. I mean, meaning we exited it. We're back in it now when it dropped during tariff turmoil. But what did we put the money in portfolio management? You have to not look at just what was sold, but what did you do with the proceeds? How about Palantir, which I think from that point has done better than NVIDIA. I don't know. It was.
Well, someone's dead.
The case at one point. How about Coinbase when the SEC was suing it? That's one of the. That's what we use some of the NVIDIA for. It has done pretty darn well. I think almost as well as NVIDIA. So you have to do it. So today, of course, NVIDIA still. I mean, it still has.
Kathy, are you trying to tell me that you regret selling NVIDIA and you're trying to rationalize it?
Very important.
That's what it sounds like to me, hon.
Platform as a service company. We think embodied AI is underappreciated. What is that? Embodied AI is physical AI, physical and digital worlds meeting. You know what I'm going to say next. Tesla is the largest AI project on Earth, and it's not just robotaxis anymore. It is humanoid.
Well, yeah, the reason why it's no longer robo-taxis is because no one's actually buying Teslas anymore. No one's buying electric cars anymore. You know, without subsidies, they don't work. And so as soon as the subsidies are cut, no one buys them. That's just the sad reality. It's why so many companies are now pulling back on buying EVs, investing in EVs. I like EVs, but the market for it's just not the same thing. They're expensive to run. It's not the same deal. Okay, let's see if we can get through this without being killed.
According to our estimates, the humanoid robot market will be
Anyone in here?
$6 trillion market in the next, I'll say, 7 to 15 years.
My house in the middle of our street.
And I love this slide. So if you're on YouTube,
Oh, I think we're lucky.
if you're on audio, sorry.
Pasta key thing. Right, we're dropping that.
So
Grab
on this
that.
slide, I'll just describe
Salvage
it. So it's basically
chemicals.
the cost per mile. Like how much does it cost? per mile?
Pasta. No, expired pasta at that. Yeah, no.
And you started like in the 1800s.
Nope.
Horse and carriage, and you know, adjusted for inflation and all that. It's not, it looks like it's.
Oh,
$2
gun parts and
travel
compound
mile
mod.
when
Nope.
When you're on horse and carriage, then you know you get the
Toaster
Henry
chemicals.
Ford era, and you're at $1.10. And basically for like, I don't know, almost 100 years, it's been.
Toasters are often. You know what? I have a ton of those.
Travel a mile. And then
Yes.
your estimate is that with
Drop that.
cars where you don't have a driver
Drop
in there,
that.
you're on an electric self-driving car, that the cost per mile could drop to
Ah.
your estimate is a quarter. So, you know, 4 times cheaper than what it currently costs and what it has cost for the last 100 years. Did I summarize your slide correctly?
That is correct. That is correct. And
I have no idea what the hell that is. What is that?
we too were
Ruined accordion. Oh, an accordion.
same inflation adjustment.
Is that the sort of thing that French people play and monkeys jump around? Is that it?
The reasons for that is
Is that an accordion?
because the automobile matured fairly quickly, right? And we're all about Wright's Law. Wright's Law tries to understand, okay, you've got this new technology. You're starting from a low base.
Right.
For every cumulative doubling in that base, so for
Coffee. Oh, have a coffee pot.
for every cumulative doubling, costs decline at a consistent percentage.
That guy was after that as well.
Technology. Well, the internal combustion engine is mature, and so it has no shot against
Toothpaste, chemicals,
even though
no.
I know that's not the prevailing wisdom.
Blankets, shields.
in
Okay.
this political
No, no.
climate, Or I'm just using economics and
Plastic
and
parts,
learning
no, and another
technology.
toaster.
Yeah, sorry, what do you mean by it has no shot? You mean like
What's this?
no shot in what?
Deflated
The
football.
cost
No.
Comparison or just
No, because of the chart you
Next level.
You can't get that cost down any lower. There are no more cumulative doublings. Everybody's
Okay,
got,
that's it. So next house.
It's a bit of an exaggeration. In the emerging markets, they don't, but they're not going to be paying up for internal. They're going to be looking for the cheapest solutions to cars, and those are going to be electric.
And the part that I didn't get was so okay, great. The cost is going to go down because it's a self-driving electric vehicle. Okay,
Yep.
I get that. I can see why the cost goes down. And I assume when the cost goes down, the demand goes up. So it's cheaper.
Next
for
house.
travel. It gets selected over all the other more expensive ways to travel.
Yes.
But the estimate you have, where it's like the cyber
Oh,
taxi
shit.
revenue, I think you have the autonomous revenue is sort of like in the, what did you say? You said 10 trillion or
8
something
to
like
10
that? Is the
trillion.
global?
Yeah.
So
Globally.
right
Search,
now,
rope,
you just take
that's-
Uber, Lyft,
nope.
DoorDash, like kind of the revenue of all those companies, which today I would say ride sharing is not like a new idea. It's pretty prevalent.
Clothes,
Uber's 40
chemicals.
billion,
No.
You add Lyft, that's another 6 billion, and then DoorDash it does about 10 billion. So like the total of all three of those companies is only in the like 50, 60 billion range. But you're saying
Right,
that
but
No.
that is even different from what we're talking about here. They are not autonomous, and they are not in the pole position. I mean, DoorDash will harness autonomous. That's a very interesting one because we think delivery is, especially with drones and rolling robots and everything, is a very interesting use case.
Drones and rolling robots.
They're not in the pole position for this.
Chemicals and seeds.
I guess
No.
what I'm saying is that's what's spent today
No.
on taking rides from a ride, like a push a button, get a ride
yes.
service.
I see what you're
What's that?
Why is self-driving going to be 20 times more revenue generated? Why is it going to be 10 trillion when all of those add up to 60 billion?
Right.
Good question.
What we're doing is moving from a very narrow.
That's all from this place.
Transportation called ride hail today to all of transportation. Right.
So you think everyone's basically going to have an electric that kind of car? So it's this house here then?
To get that number.
That one there.
They're a very small slice. Very, very, very small. And in fact, what's so interesting in San Francisco, I think that Waymo, we're finding, research is showing, that people are willing to wait longer
Bicycles.
more for a Waymo
Right.
than for an Uber or Lyft. And I believe this has already happened. The number of miles, even though in San Francisco, Waymo is...
Humidifier. Oh.
The number of miles in San Francisco, the San Francisco metropolitan area,
What's that?
driving
Look.
per day has surpassed Lyft and is heading for Uber. Isn't that remarkable?
Humidifier.
No,
No.
it's not in our 8 to 10 trillion. We
Another
that
buried.
they'll
Oh.
start maybe right at or below the.
I need shit to drop. Well, drop that.
But they will
I've got that, so drop that.
over time.
I've got tons of those, so drop that. And who the hell needs that?
$2, and it's surge pricing. You know, it can be $8 per mile.
Clock, coffee pot, 2 coffee pots and a clock. Nice.
$2.50 maybe. And
I'm not finding a humidifier though.
25 cents is at scale, right? So that's the 8 to 10 trillion dollar. And you know, just think about it. I mean,
That's her rate to 10 trillion, huh?
prefer to take an Uber today, even though I have 2 Teslas, and I love them.
Okay, upstairs now.
I'll have to pay some attention on the road, right?
Oh,
I'm
is it
curious,
open? No, it's not.
How much
Oh, shit, right.
of the Tesla market cap? I think Tesla's 1.3
No.
or 4 trillion. How much of that is Elon? Meaning, if I took Elon off the company, if Elon
Again, good question.
for the next 20 years, and we weren't going to have Elon.
If Elon was off, or people lost faith in him,
The same way, and how, I guess just pie chart, right?
Someone's
Of
getting
that
attacked
1.3
again.
trillion, what do you think that number
okay, so
is?
nothing here. Where's the last better houses? There's one here.
Ask the question like 5 years ago, the answer would have been different.
Oh,
But I think what
Did I hear someone shouting then?
one of the reasons Elon has spent so much time doing other things, some of which people didn't agree with, is because I think he feels they have pretty much solved the last mile in FSD. And if they have done that, then they're going to capture the robo-taxi opportunity. They're going to be able to scale. We would not, however, start
Last
with
house,
humanoid
and then we
robots.
start the whole process all over again.
Done much yet in our 26
I've already been in here. I have already been in here.
and we'll update that. We usually update it each spring
Have I?
for public consumption. And so we have very little for human.
Yes, I have. Right, okay.
Be
In that case, it means I've done all the houses, so we can... Let's just leave.
on humanoid robots. And so
Take what we have and go.
as we perhaps will with Elon at the helm.
Right.
Pale apartments.
Well, Kathy, I appreciate you coming on. It's fun to hear some of your stories. It's good to hear, your take on some of the tougher questions. So I appreciate you doing this.
Yeah, thank you, Sean, and thank
Someone else has died.
They're important. Thank you for giving me a
An
platform
opportunity.
on which to answer those questions, because it is important. It is important.
Great. Well, thank you. Hope to do it again.
Shit. No time to slow down, dog. You gotta move, gotta move, gotta move, gotta move, gotta move. Oh, and now you're out of breath, huh? Fuck you. Shit.
And the rotation trade is in full effect. Take a look at market performance over 1 week. We're going to show you sectors to give you an exact picture of what's been happening within this market. Materials up 4%, metals up 3, industrials up 1.5. Cyclical plays. What's down? Bottom of the list, communication services and technology.
Oop. Fuck you. Oh, they're all going to be on me right now, aren't they? Yep, I guarantee it. There he is. Where's one? Fuck you. Get away from me. And you. Right, where's the big one? Where's the big one? I'm not rushing. I've got plenty of time. I ain't got to rush. Oh shit! No sooner do I hit the map button. All right, I've got 13 minutes to get to there. We're fine.
Between the 493 and the 7, it has gotten pretty wide. I think this morning we had a meaningful flush lower.
Where are you? There you are.
This week, if you see the Mag 7 come back, if you see some of these technologies,
He's gone around, hasn't he?
and narrow that price differential. But bigger picture, I like where you're going with that. I think the rotation's real.
Nope.
Going to get always, nibbling and dip buying in that group, but the so-called run it hot trade, that's what remains in focus as people prep for 26. Is that something to run with for the foreseeable future?
I think so, and I think there's a couple of things here. Number one, we still have this transmission of lower interest rates, regardless of whether you think they're going to do 1 or 3, depending on what happens in May of 26 with the Fed chair. I think that you get that as a tailwind. The other thing
Okay, let's go.
the Fed increase their expectations.
Get up there. Don't fuck. I hate when they do that. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I get so nervous when they stumble like that. It's like, no. Continuous movement. Never-ending speed.
Everything from manufacturing and construction to consumer spending, and this liquidity infusion that we're due in April and May around tax time, all of these things really are supportive of the fact that if you're looking at just
Adrenaline.
and why equities go up over time, it's earnings growth, and earnings growth is expected to be strong up and down the U.S. path next year. And so to Joe's point, we may see, this delta between the Mag 7 and the rest of the 493 narrow.
Anything? I don't see anything.
I think in terms of where we are, we're seeing a channel where earnings growth
Getting close. Come on. Let's get out of here.
part of that channel is continuing to rise as a result of the more attractive valuations and the
I think I see one around there. Yep.
Some are wondering, Weiss, whether the casualty of all this, I want to say that, will be new highs for the S&P. Like, you've got your new high.
Oh, really? Bros made a line, huh? Someone's made a zip line right there. Why? Okay, that's interesting.
It's now becoming evident that AI euphoria is starting to fade into the end of the year. We think there's a good chance that trend persists into Q1, which likely does not bode well for tech. We don't necessarily have to have a conversation about tech specifically here, but the other idea. Run it hot, buy what's hot, sand hit it, consumer discretion.
Afterwards. I want to read a very detailed account. Andrew Sorkin's Too Big to Fail is probably the best version of what happened.
Yeah, be quick. Just don't waste your time double checking it. Go, 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 go.
2007,
Thank you. Open. Fuck me. There's one right there. I can see it. I can see it staring at me. With its squeaking little face. Meow.
the financial crisis was baked because large firms could asset prices. What followed was inevitable. It just took time for everyone to realize.
Return to Speranza. Thank you.
The first sign of trouble occurred when Morgan Stanley announced that an internal hedge fund with capital solely from Morgan Stanley
$19,000.
and cost the firm billions because it bet the wrong way on subprime securities. Financial stocks swooned for a while, but then began to recover. By the way, the total write-off by Morgan Stanley in 2007 was over $10 billion.
Sell.
A harbinger of what was
You're gonna need those. I've got a sneaking suspicion. So sell that.
The stock prices of
Keep
all
that.
financial
Keep that.
companies had been
Keep
under
that.
pressure
Keep that.
as
Keep
investors
that.
began
Sell
to sniff
those.
that problems were looming. The weakest
Keep fabric. Sell that.
subprime securitization
That.
has been a large part of its
Sell
business
that.
for years. And on Friday, March
Sell.
14th,
Keep that.
2008, Bear Stearns
Keep
announced that
Right.
it was receiving an emergency
Um,
loan from JP Morgan because no one
let's
else
go full
could
squad.
buy its short-term debt.
Play.
And the stock collapsed. That event is
Locked
portrayed
gate.
nicely in the movie The Big Short.
Oh!
Carell gives a moving speech about fraud.
Oh, well, forget that.
conference
Off.
by Deutsche Bank. And yes, that actually
Nice.
I did make a speech at that conference while Bear Stearns was imploding.
Work.
What's not in the movie
Gunsmith.
is that the next speaker was Alan Greenspan, the former head of the Fed.
I need simple
He
gun
spoke largely
parts.
to an empty room because people were freaking out and ran
on
from
in.
the room after my speech. I had that impact on
you.
people back then. That
Gotcha.
weekend, Secretary of the
Guns.
Treasury Hank Paulson, the former CEO of Goldman Sachs, tried to save
I'll go for that and a
he
mechanical
managed to
components.
get JP Morgan to buy Bear Stearns for $2 per share. But to get the deal done, he had to have the federal government indemnify JP Morgan against
Nice.
for Bear Stearns. When that announcement was made Sunday night, the market breathed a sigh of relief. However, Secretary Paulson received a lot of political criticism for bailing out Wall Street. And in response, he promised that he would never bail out a Wall Street firm ever again. And that promise would come back to haunt him. Many things happened between March and September. More and more investors realized that the financial system was at risk. And on September 7th, 2008,
Weapons.
the federal government took over Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac.
Bullets. Lots of heavies.
Later, when the second weakest firm Bear Stearns
Right, what do I
was
need?
Lehman,
I've got
got
that.
into
I need more of them.
no one wanted to buy its short-term debt, and that is death for a financial institution. So on the weekend of September 13th,
I need
Secretary Paulson tried to find a
some of
buyer for
these.
Lehman. Barclays said they would do it, but they wanted the same sweet
Stashing
argument
layer.
that
Okay,
JP
perfect.
Morgan got for buying Bear Stearns.
Trigger
Secretary
nades.
Paulson
No.
refused because he had made that promise. So Lehman went under.
Oh.
Sunday,
Are these the ones
September
that grenade that targets a single enemy knowing was a damage and impact?
That
Oh,
same
shit.
weekend, the government facilitated a merger between Bank of America and Merrill
Some of those. Thank you very much.
Stabilized for 2 days. But on Tuesday night, September 16th, it was reported that AIG, the largest insurance company in the world, was
use.
also in trouble. AIG had sold about $80 billion of credit default swaps and all kinds of subprime paper. As the price
Keys.
of subprime paper kept eroding,
In
AIG
the
might
magical
have to
pocket
pay
so I can
back
get the hell out if I want to.
And with the world imploding, everyone started to worry that AIG would be
And
unable
I
to
think
pay.
that's it. I just need to get
Once again, the federal
inventory.
government stepped in. But this
Everything.
time, Secretary Paulson bailed out AIG by essentially
recycle down into tons of these. Perfect.
choice, because financial institutions
then I
all
can
over the
make
world had CDS transactions with AIG.
A bunch of those.
Worried that if AIG fell, it would have a domino effect.
Confirm.
AIG really was.
Okay, I think that's good to go.
At this point, Secretary Paulson realized that the entire global financial system was on the edge. And a new
Metal parts.
global
Damn it. Right.
depression
Let's get some. Let's
I'll
just get
skip
some metal
over the
parts for this.
details, but essentially he
Alloys. Where's alloy? Alloy. Alloy.
Street. He bailed out the guys who brought planet Earth to the brink. Now, from a pure justice point of view, every one of those firms should have gone under. But that would have caused a global depression. Paulson felt that he had no choice. The crisis did not end until the spring of 2008. Obama was now president, and Tim Geithner was now secretary of the Treasury. Geithner announced the bank
Okay.
stress would be subject to a very draconian test to see how undercapitalized they were. Each bank would then be forced to raise the necessary amount of capital.
Silencer 3. Okay.
The test was in
Do I want to?
fact
I don't care. I don't care if people hear it.
it
That's not the
forced
point.
banks to raise a lot of capital.
Okay, play,
But
confirm.
it led to the crisis
Right.
because investors realized
Let's not get screwed over by rats.
the banks wouldn't
But you never know.
adequately capitalize
It's all part of the fun, quite frankly.
survive. So that's the crisis. But before discussing what happened after the financial crisis and the changes that were made, I'd like to discuss a very important point. In my opinion, one of the biggest mistakes the Obama administration made was the lack of any prosecutions. From a purely political perspective, this lack of prosecutions had terrible consequences. The perception was that a massive fraud and crime had
You know what?
Number of different things. Many demons in the setting, when complaining about this, will say that the Emperor did a deal or signed some sort of pact with the
Here we go.
chaos, with the forces of the war, and then went back on that deal, tried to trick them and eliminate them from human society. That's how demons phrase it, but demons are often trying to get people to do what they want. They don't necessarily tell the truth, so we don't know if that's true. People on the Emperor's side talk about it. It's
Yep, I know. I hear it.
spoken about as if the Emperor was stealing fire from the gods, like Prometheus in the Greek myths. That he went in and got
Where the hell have I been put?
not that he did a deal with them. So the mystery of what exactly the deal was, or if there was a deal, or what specifically he got, has never been resolved, and I think maybe might not ever be resolved because it's so central to.
Hang on, is this
kind of
copyright
who was
maybe?
right back
Maybe.
then.
afterwards. If you want to read a very detailed account, Andrew Sorkin's Too Big to Fail is probably the best version of what happened. I'll just give a brief summary. By August 2007, subprime credit quality had deteriorated so much that investors no longer would buy subprime securitizations. At that point, the financial crisis was baked because large firms owned the asset class in size. What followed was inevitable. It just took time for everyone to realize it. In the fall of 2007, the first sign of trouble occurred when Morgan Stanley announced
Let's see if we can get to the matriarch without being killed, eh?
fund with capital solely from Morgan Stanley had blown up and cost the firm billions because it bet the wrong way on subprime securities.
Shit.
Financial stocks swooned for a while, but then began to recover. By the way, the total write-off of Morgan Stanley in 2007 was over $10 billion. That write-off was just a harbinger of what was going to happen.
But,
Things were quiet
door.
until March 2008. The stock prices of all financial companies had been
Motherfucker. Fuck. You. How the hell?
receiving an emergency loan from JP Morgan because no one else would buy its short-term debt, and the stock collapsed. That event is portrayed nicely in the movie The Big Short, where Steve Carell gives a moving speech about fraud at a conference hosted by Deutsche Bank, and yes, that actually happened. I did make a speech at that conference while Bear Stearns was imploding. What's not in the movie is that the next speaker was Alan Greenspan, the former head of the Fed, and he spoke largely to an empty room because people were freaking out and ran from the room after my speech. I had that impact on people back then. That weekend, Secretary of the Treasury Hank Paulson, the former CEO of Goldman Sachs, tried to save Bear Stearns.
Shit.
Get JP Morgan
I'm not even going to be able to get to the fucking queen at this rate.
per share. But to get the deal done, he had to have the federal government indemnify JP Morgan against all losses from Bear Stearns. When that
Right,
Sunday night, the market breathed a sigh of relief. However, Secretary Paulson received a lot of political criticism for bailing out Wall Street. And in response, he promised that he would never bail out a Wall Street firm ever again. And that promise would come back to haunt him. Many things happened between March and September. More and more investors realized that the financial system was at risk. And on September 7th, 2008, the federal government took over Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. But
I wonder.
the crisis unfolded a week later when the second
I wonder.
no one wanted to buy its short-term debt, and that is death for a financial institution. So on the weekend of September 13th, Secretary Paulson tried to find a buyer for Lehman. Barclays said they would do it, but they wanted the same sweetheart deal that J.P. Morgan got for buying. Secretary Paulson refused because he had made that promise. So Lehman
Fuck you.
on Sunday, September 14, 2008. That same day, the government facilitated a merger between Bank of America and Merrill Lynch. Things stabilized, but on Tuesday night,
How are these even? Are these even heavy bullets?
the largest insurance
Shooting at
company
point blank range is barely making a goddamn dent. Oh, get in.
kinds of subprime paper. As the price of subprime paper goes up, AIG might have to pay the
This is an anvil, right? This isn't like a pea shooter.
Everyone saw it. And AIG
Oh my god. Am I that crap at firing this? I mean,
again, the federal government stepped in. But this time,
there we go.
bailed out AIG by essentially taking it over. He felt like he had no choice because financial institutions all over the world had CDS transactions with AIG. He worried that if AIG fell, it would have a domino effect. AIG really was too big to fail. At this point, Secretary Paulson realized that the entire global financial system was on the edge and a new global Great Depression loomed. I'll skip over the details, but essentially he got the federal government to bail out Wall Street. He bailed out the guys who brought planet Earth to the brink. Now, from a pure justice point
It's
of view,
recovering, and then we'll make a sprint over there, and then the final sprint over to the Queen.
Depression, Paulson felt that he had no choice. The crisis did not end until the spring of 2009. Obama was now president, and Tim Geithner was now Secretary of the Treasury. Geithner announced a bank stress test. All the banks would be subject to a very draconian test to see how undercapitalized they were. Each bank would then be forced to raise the necessary amount of capital. If the test
Hey there, how are you?
quite draconian, and it forced banks to raise a lot of capital. But it ended the crisis because investors realized that after
Know where he
raising
went.
capital, the banks would in fact be capitalized and the system would survive. So that's the crisis. But
Shits.
before discussing what happened after the financial crisis, I'd like to discuss a very important point. In my opinion, one of the biggest mistakes the Obama administration made is the lack of prosecution. From a purely political perspective, this lack of prosecution has the perception was that
Did I even hit anything there?
some people said that the crimes were just too complicated to prosecute. But regardless, the conclusion many voters reached was that the fix for rich people was in. The Tea Party grew from this one event, and it also exemplified a long-standing loss of faith. And it was not complicated. Here is where the fraud is closed.
Well, that was probably a dumb idea, but hey, why the hell not, right?
Relationship with an originator, an AmeriQuest or Century. It creates an underwriting grid and tells the lender that it will buy any loans from them that fit this criteria, like a loan to value or else, a debt to income
Oh shit, they're both looking at me now?
history of Z. It will buy, let's say, 1 billion loans from an originator or reduce
That's right, bitch. Over here.
times
That's right, I'm over here. I'm right here.
to the Wall Street buyer. And now, after having bought
Come and get me with my basic ass grenade. You think I'm scared of you? Come on.
it does its due diligence after it buys the loans, not before.
Come on.
Any loans that do not underwrite
Oh shit. Ah! Good. Right.
average size of a subprime loan was around $200,000. Purchase $1 billion.
That there.
Firm hired a due diligence firm called Clayton Mortgage. Clayton Mortgage was given the same marching orders. A statistically significant sample of files and check to see how many loans fall outside the scope of the underwriting requirements or the underwriting grid. A statistically significant
Right, where is she? Where are they?
10%
Should
of
ask.
files. So in a pool of 1 billion,
There's the Rocketeer.
10% is 100 million.
Still looking. Not seeing me though.
5,000 total files, that's 500 files. So Clayton Mortgage checked the files, and in 2006, when underwriting standards went to hell, they realized that Clayton made to win by 2006 started to come in very bad. Reports showed anywhere from 10% to 40% of the 10% was outside the box. That is terrible quality. Since the sample was statistically significant, there's a reason that the remaining 90% had an equally bad amount. Here's the punchline. No Wall Street firm ever ordered due diligence on the remaining 90%. No Wall Street
Almost.
securitize the rest.
Got it. Nice shooting, people.
The sample of the 1 billion was 10%. So 100 million was checked. If 30% is bad, then 20 million was sent back to the market, and the Wall Street got a refund. The remaining 970 million was securitized and sold to investors. This was no secret. It was extensively by the financial crisis that President Obama. The commission this entire story to the Justice Department. Nothing.
Just getting up. Run, run, run. Get back, get back, get back, get back, get back.
Some people say that Geithner got the Justice Department
If you can get it back down again, aim for its legs.
Books have been written about this, but no one has an adequate answer. Hi, Steve Eisman here. On my weekly wrap, I try to both teach and
You guys got any grenades?
objectively as possible. I try to make it That's why when I look into news events, I first go to ground news. Ground news is getting to the facts
Is that it? Nice.
stories, but also to see how left, right, and center are seeking to convey the same exact story. Take, for example, the recent Senate rejection of dueling healthcare bills as the Obamacare deadline nears.
Looking for anything specific?
I went to groundnews.com and clicked on that particular story headline. There, I immediately saw 4 tabs: left, center, right, and bias comparison. When I clicked on the center tab, a series of headlines.
Yo, watch out, the Queen's still out there.
Center-leaning sources. I could then click on any of those headlines
An arc
and
orbiter is
read
en
the
route.
story at the
Safe
source.
window is
The
closing.
same happened when I clicked
10
on the
minutes to
left
get out
tab
of there. I repeat,
and
10
on
Okay, I'm gonna get the Rocketeer part, and then I'm gonna move. I'm gonna get out.
Ground News's own analysis of how all 3 political leanings conveyed the same exact story. I find the Ground News
Where did it
system
fall?
enormously helpful because it
Oh, not
allows
down.
me
Oh,
to
you
easily
fuck.
separate
Right down there?
facts from opinions. I use Ground News, and I recommend you try it out. Go to groundnews.com/REAL.
Don't fucking die.
Their unlimited access advantage subscription. That's groundnews.com/REAL. Groundnews.com/REAL. And if you don't mind, use this link to get the discount. And now we're going to talk about what happened after the financial crisis. By mid-2009, the crisis had ended. The stress test had restored enough confidence such that the system functioned. The industry had a banner year in 2009, trading bonds, and the stock market had
Let's head home at the west elevator.
But
Head
in
home at the departures
2010,
hatch.
Congress passed Dodd-Frank as a means of reforming
Actually, you know what? Screw it.
the financial system.
Head home at the
It was
west
not
elevator.
perfect. Rating agencies emerged mostly unscathed. But large financial institutions did not emerge unscathed. The most important thing the bill did was create a new position in the Fed, Vice Chair of Financial Supervision, which is a fancy term for Chief Bank Regulator. It's an amazing statement that prior to Dodd-Frank, the U.S. never had a head bank regulator. Instead, our banking regulatory system had an alphabet soup of regulators, and the banks played them off one another. If someone was too tough, banks would change regulators. This actually happened all the time. Dodd-Frank ended most of that and made the Fed the regulator of all the large banks and investment banks. Now, President Obama never appointed anyone officially to the position of Vice Chair of Financial Supervision. But de facto, the job was performed by Fed Governor Daniel Tarullo from 2011 till the spring of 2016. Now, I never had much respect for bank regulators. I always felt they were captured regulators, more interested in protecting banks from consumer lawsuits than protecting consumers. They thought that large banks were run by geniuses, so that those executives understood their risks better than anyone. Wrong.
Okay, this is where I might get killed because of this squawking little feck right here.
Here's why. Most banks are massively. For example, before the crisis, Citigroup was levered around 35-1, but when he was done, it was
Right, let's avoid that guy, shall we? Because this guy will make my life real painful.
even with that lowered leverage, he forced banks to reduce the risk.
I've got 7 minutes and I have a hatch key, so I'm not going to rush.
And risk was reduced as well. He also forced banks to improve their risk systems, and the annual stress test forced banks to better understand their risks as well. He did a great job. And now I'm going to go on a bit of a tangent and discuss why Silicon Valley failed in 2023, and was it ever a systemic risk problem, or was that just so much hype? One of the weaknesses of the new financial rules was that the most stringent rules only applied to the large banks. The annual stress test only applied to banks with assets above $250 billion. Also, the large banks had more stringent capital requirements and liquidity requirements than the mainstream banks.
Hi there.
That might have made someone sense, but Silicon Valley made that conclusion ridiculous. Silicon Valley's assets were below $250 billion, so it escaped restricting liquidity.
I'm out. Well, weren't enough guys to take on the Queen, but still, got a Bastion and a Rocketeer, so I can't complain.
There were no crises on his watch, and then COVID hit.
And I still kept my key, so I can't complain about it either. Although I could have got more stuff, but, you know, I just wanted to get out at that point. Continue. Thank you.
Some savings and some in CDs. Checking pays nothing, and savings and CDs pay something. And that something is based off of short-term rates.
Another level, nice. Raider.
During COVID, depositors got paid nothing or almost nothing.
Workshop,
on their
nice.
deposits. Sounds good until you think about what banks did with that money.
Inventory.
Loans, but they take their excess.
Recycle down to what exactly? You know what? Sell.
With short-term
Keep,
rates at
keep,
zero,
keep.
buying short-term treasuries meant that the spread
Right.
between what banks
Keep
paid
that because you never know when you might need
and
it.
what it earned on its short-term liquidity
Okay.
was very
Workshop.
almost nothing.
Actually, what do I need to level this thing up?
The net interest margins of banks suffered. Now,
Sentinel
some
Fire.
banks decided to take some of
These
their
things get dropped
and buy
by the
because
turrets,
long-term
right?
bonds have
I've
very
never, ever.
short-term bonds, which would then
Anyway.
help their net interest margins.
I've shot
This is
tons of them.
called
I've never
inflation
found a firing
risk.
core.
You take short-term funding deposits and you buy long-term bonds. And when the yield curve is positively sloped, that will mean a better net interest margin. But what happens when the Fed starts raising rates? When the Fed raises
What's
rates,
this?
Welcome to
Odyssey.
the Heavy Spoilers Show. I'm your host Paul, and in this video we're breaking down the Odyssey.
Oh, it's just the Odyssey trailer, huh?
The first trailer for Christopher Nolan's latest cinematic epic, The Odyssey, is officially here, and in this video we're going to be going through it all. Adapting Homer's epic tale of the Greek hero Odysseus, the teaser offers our best look at the classic epic on the big screen. While just a short look, the trailer actually showcases a lot of Odysseus' journey and gives us an idea of how Nolan's approaching adapting the centuries-old tale, or millennia-old tale at this point. Throughout this video, we're going to be breaking it all down and pointing out some of the iconic moments that we see from Homer's epic. Obviously, you know, this is based on a book, so there's lots of details from that give us some insight into what we may see in the movie. There's also spoilers for this, yeah, it's 2,000 years old at least. There's going to be spoilers for that. But if you enjoy it, please hit the thumbs up and make sure you subscribe for our videos like this every day. That out of the way, thank you for clicking this. Now let's get into the Odyssey.
Mechanical components, simple gun parts.
Troy and what seems to be the remains of the Trojan War. There's armor of fallen Greeks scattered all around the sand, and it's a great way to kickstart the first look. We then quickly cut to Odysseus bowing to who I believe is Agamemnon. Which you're going to butcher all the pronunciation on this video. Agamemnon is commander to the Greeks in the Trojan War, and in the
Actually, no,
words
wait,
of
I'm not ready yet.
Odysseus, are not really cool with each other. Agamemnon sent someone to kill Odysseus' son Telemachus, and this was an order to convince him to join the battle. Agamemnon is also the brother of Melanus, who's played by John Bernthal. We don't really see any of Bernthal in this teaser, but he, along with Agamemnon, basically started the war when Melanus' wife ran to Troy with Paris. Now, we didn't know who Bernthal was playing when we broke down that initial teaser trailer, but we did see him talking with Odysseus' son Telemachus. He does this in Book 4 of the Odyssey, and yeah, this should have been our very first clue. Major player in the story though, who has his own adventure home that we might even see in some of the film. Who knows, we might get a sequel. I'm very curious how Nolan's going to fit this all into one film. I would also mention that while we don't officially know if this is Agamemnon or who's playing him, I'm going to go on a theory time limb and say it's Betty Safdie. We don't hear him speak, and the costume department does a really good job of having the helmet cover his face.
Okay.
Based on who we know from the cast, that's my
Let's get the harvester.
Then see Matt Damon as the iconic Odysseus leading his men through the woods as the voiceover says, "No one could stand between my men and home, not even me." Now, for those who may not have caught up on the Odyssey in the past 2,000 years, the epic tale follows Odysseus and his men's
But I said the Odyssey. I remember, I think we learned that in school, back in middle school. So it must have been like, what,
on the journey.
young teenager, 11, 12, 13, somewhere around there. Basically, if you've played the original God of War series, like, it's based loosely on concepts from the Odyssey.
Books of the Odyssey, asking various people about what could have happened to his dad. This actually makes me think that Nolan could be structuring this through Telemachus' perspective and what we see.
Hey people, here for the harvester?
Being revered as the most cunning and brave of Greeks for his construction.
Let's go to the harvester.
Red alert, Raiders. We've spotted a harvester in your area. A queen is guarding it with her life. Only engage if you've brought your best gear, lots of backup, and a very good plan.
A lot of arc out and around. God damn. Fuck. Oh, 6 rounds, not a single one hit. Jesus, that was a lot of... Relentless. Alright, okay, let's move if you're good.
Yeah, I'm good.
This leads to pretty much all the other trials and creatures Odysseus faces throughout the epic, including
What's Nerf doing? Is Nerf even playing?
I have no idea. I think so.
Seeing the Cyclops as well, like even if it's for a second, it tells me Nolan's going to be embracing a lot of the mythological aspects of the story. In our teaser breakdown, we talked about how Nolan typically tends to keep things grounded and
Thing fucking got me on half dead on the ground.
Yeah, they're pretty crap if you don't move out of the way of them.
Watch your back.
Oh, thank you very much. I totally didn't see that.
All good.
Okay, I see the queen.
Who will ask for advice on surviving their trials to get back to Ithaca. In Book 24, the Odyssey, Odysseus makes a sacrifice in the underworld in order to awaken the dead. He's confronted by multiple...
Just wait for these guys to move up. There's Nerf. Hey, Nerf, how are you?
I'm right below you guys.
Okay, we'll move forward then. Okay, there's a Rocketeer guarding the Queen. And it looks like everyone's in this area over here.
Oh, there's a Bastion down below.
Yep, it's going to be very heavily armored. But that's part of the game. That's why you do this mission.
How do I get up to you guys?
You need to make your way up again.
Oh, yeah, I found a zip line. Yeah.
And then we'll just kind of have to make our way around to where the other teams are, and hopefully that together we can... Careful, there's a bombardier just around from you. Just head towards us and not away, and you should be okay. Okay, I think all the other players are around the extraction point, which is interesting. Are you for real, guys?
I just got up here and you guys started going. Shit.
Oh, shit. Rocketeer right above me. Rocketeer, Rocketeer, Rocketeer. You motherfucker. Oh, fuck that. I'm out. For real, I hate Rocketeers. I hate them.
Yeah, I don't like those Rocketeers. I'm coming for you, Chris. Hang on.
No, I'm going to make my way down to the building, nerves inside, so that you don't get attacked. Okay, the good thing is the Rocketeer is taking out all the other raiders.
Yeah, no.
But I'm heading towards where Nerth is, and I should be good from there. Just let me get out of the way of the line of sight of the Rocketeer so it doesn't shoot you as well, otherwise then we're both dead. Okay, it looks like it's gone. Hey Nerf, you want to help me out here, bro? Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's over here. They moved on.
Yeah, they're crazy overpowered.
Are we shooting raiders? No.
Well, they're shooting at us, so I don't think we have much of a choice if they shoot at you.
Oh, they are shooting at us? Alright.
If people say they hate rats and the first thing they do is shoot at you, it's like, okay, well, I guess we're all doing it.
Alright. Oh,
yeah, watch yourself.
God damn it. I just fell all the way down on accident. Fuck.
Okay, Nerf, I'm fine. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm trying to heal up.
Looks like Nerf got someone.
What's going on up there?
Yeah, I think it's just a free-for-all, truth be told. When we can take out other raiders, best thing to do is just to sort of stay near the extraction point and then shoot them as they come around.
Hey everyone, it's me, Sam Stein, managing editor of The Bulwark, and I'm joined by Sunny Bunch, Catherine Rampell, for a segment on bourbon and what is happening to the industry because of Trump's trade wars. when we decided to do the segment that we were bourbon, and then it turned out that I'm literally the only one who has bourbon. Gotcha. I'm gonna pour it.
Okay, Sam, you need to disclose what time of day we are recording this.
It's 9:30 p.m. It's 12:30 p.m.
Oh shit, she got close.
Sorry.
All right, the real reason we're doing this is because Jim Beam is shuttering one of its distilleries in Kentucky. There are a couple of different ways to look at this, but I think the fairest way is that the industry is changing, consumption habits are changing, but also Trump's trade wars are having damaging effects. So because Sonny is more of a bourbon enthusiast than a economics reporter, no offense, Sonny, I'm gonna go with Catherine to take the first stab at what the hell is going on.
So, to be clear, the bourbon industry does have these boom-bust cycles pretty regularly, in part because they have to...
Did this guy have any health on him? Yes, he did.
For it to be legally called bourbon, I think it needs to have been barrel-aged for at least 2 years, but often it's longer than that. So they can get stuff wrong, it's hard. However, the chances of getting things wrong this year were really high because of tariffs, because Trump has ticked off basically all of our trading partners, and as a result, they are hitting us where it hurts. Either they are, they're tariffing us as Canada, or people are just so mad at the United States that they stop buying us too. And so if you look at the data.
Oh, I'm going for it. I'm going for it. Fuck it. I'm going for it. I'm going for it. I'm going for it.
Oh shit! They keep fucking stomping my ass.
Oh, okay. This has already been done. It's already been opened. It's empty. Okay, guys. The harvest is empty, so.
Oh, that sucks.
The word is extract. Basically, get out. I have a key if you want to make it to my extraction, to an extraction point.
Let's do it. Mark it.
Yeah, I've marked it. Just get out from around her.
We just had terrible sales to Canada and the EU. We don't have the money.
Actually, hang on. I'll make my way to you. I'll make my way to you guys.
This is them making a determination that the market's not going to actually get better.
Well, they may also have a lot of inventory in hand, right?
Oh shit.
So it may be the case. I don't know. Not if we let Sam lose.
That's fun.
But yeah, so it may be that they're clearing out inventory, but yeah, it does portend sort of
Right here, I called an extra.
Have you? Okay, I'm heading up to you now. I'm running. Oh my god, the queen's right on you. Shit, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, she's right on us.
Oh, this shit just knocked me down. Ah, she's crushed me. Ah, shit. Get up, bro. Ah, no.
Oh shit.
Right, hang on, no. I'm good. I'm gonna crawl. I'm gonna crawl. Right, I'm real close to you guys. Wait till she wanders off. My god, that came out of nowhere.
No, well, it's really interesting having watched the various bourbon.
Oh no, don't tell me I can climb over the rocks.
Because they happen in weird ways, like a few years back when they, shortly after I got seriously into in college industry.
If someone has the guts to come get me, I'd appreciate it.
And then you get a little more serious into it. You get into different.
Oh shit, no chance. She's gonna shoot. Oh fuck, run, roll. Just roll.
Heritage labels, etc.
I'm dead, I'm out. Run guys, run. Leave me.
When China really China gets interfered, prices go way up. Stuff gets harder to find.
Fuck.
For a while, there was a
I shouldn't have tried, fuck.
Oh Nerf, you can't leave him out there, bro. You can't do that. Is he close?
I can't get over these rocks.
Yeah, that was my problem too.
And then that ended up getting kind of walked back. And now
Oh, sweet. Thank you, brother.
And so there are
Oh,
Okay, you better run, guys. You better run. Run, 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 run. Run!
Oh my god. Oh, what the fuck?
Call it. Call it. Quick, quick. Call it. Call it. Call it. Call it. Call it.
Something got me.
Yeah, she dropped something down.
Yeah, she dropped like a bomb or
The
some
Canada
shit.
thing is crazy. I just want to read. I want to read the line from the press release. Catherine kind
That
of
was fucking
alluded
nuts.
to it
I've
here,
never
but
done that.
It was crazy. Let's see. Swanger said is
Yeah, knocked out by Queen. That's good to know.
Spirits Council of the United States CEO and President Chris Swanger said, "Nowhere is this shift more pronounced than in Canada, where U.S. spirits
Good shit, guys.
exports
Sorry you died, bro.
85%,
Hey, you know what happens?
falling below $10 million in the second quarter of 20. That's 25. 85%. That's like an extinction level event. Now, of course, Canada not as big as the United States, and you know, whatever. But the anger and the frustration with the Canadians against America right now is something else. And this hurts. Look, this doesn't hurt me. It's actually all of this benefits me, the bourbon consumer, because there's more.
Until the booze companies go out of business.
Well, until they go, until they go out of business. But no, but like the stuff in America, I have already noticed this is a little bit cheaper than it has been. American-made bourbons are easier to access and slightly cheaper than they have been.
What's he talking about?
Months. So this is fine for me, but it sucks for Kentuckians.
And I'm delighted to say that 3 has become 4 because Spencer Oliver has.
You know what? I might do that single.
Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning, Jim.
It was a super long weekend, especially as I set my alarm for 3:15 a.m. when I went to bed on Friday night, and then, of course, the alarm goes off.
And with next to no weapons.
Anthony Joshua. I was wondering who else was watching it. And producer Luke then started messaging me saying, "You watching this? I'm watching this." And then others started telling me they were watching it. We were all watching it in the end. Maybe Simon wasn't. We'll get to that in a second. But the bottom line is this. It took Anthony Joshua 6 rounds to stop YouTuber Jake Paul, who spent much of the fight not engaging and clinging to AJ's legs. At one point, the referee had warned the pair of them. The fans didn't pay to watch this crap. Joshua finally imposed himself by knocking down Paul twice in the 5th round, delivered the knockout blow, boom, in the 6th, and broke his jaw reportedly in 2 places. After the fight, Gareth A. Davis caught up with Joshua.
People will criticise you for going 6 rounds with Jake Paul. How do you feel about that?
I deserve it.
Why? Come on.
Because, like, we're elite fighters. Like, so I put myself in the shoes of a coach. If I was coaching Anthony Joshua and he went 6 rounds with Jake Paul, I would get him back in the gym tomorrow, give him a bit of a beating, and we're getting straight back to work, because I'll be like, how are you letting this kid take you 6 rounds? Are you crazy? But I can't go back in time.
Well, they've come out of it a whole lot richer, reportedly.
Yeah, a lot richer.
£5 million richer between the two of them, with Jake Paul earning more than Joshua. That apart, Spencer, 6 rounds to get Paul out of there. Reputationally, how does it leave AJ?
Well, thankfully it didn't go to points, because I think that would have been a disaster for Anthony Joshua. I think that he needed to get the job done inside the distance, you know, and he done it. Look, he could have done it at any given point. I think he could have cut the ring off whenever he wanted to and got Jake Paul out of there. He took his time on that. He allowed Jake Paul to run around like a rabbit and throw the occasional shot from time to time, and I think he only landed 1 clean punch, didn't he, Anthony Joshua? And that was the one that broke his jaw in 2 places.
But I mean, you said, did you not?
Where's the shotgun?
Studio the other day, he's got to get him out of there in round 1.
I did.
Otherwise, what are we seeing?
Renegade. Apparently the Renegade isn't very good.
What we saw there was a little bit of
That's what I've heard.
and that was pretty much it.
Queen Reactor.
Not entertainment that many people enjoyed, if I'm honest. I
What's
think
this one
people
here?
wanted to see a demolition.
Oh, I could make this. I just need to have a version 3. But to do that, I have to have one of those goddamn things. So,
moving around the ring, getting a few rounds under his belt, and eventually doing the job.
Okay.
I think they both come out the winners. For Anthony Joshua, it was all about going in there, getting back to winning ways. All right, forget the opponent, but it was more about the warming up, ring walk, getting back.
You know what? Screw it. Again, we're going in for the fun of it.
I think that's where he was at, Anthony Joshua.
You can't forget the opponent. Forget the opponent. You can't forget this wasn't a boxer.
No, he wasn't a boxer. Well, he is a boxer, YouTuber turned boxer, but not at any sort of level. Listen, the danger we have here, Jim, I think is...
The head of tape, Jake Paul is a boxer. He's committed himself to it. He's done a lot of different fights with a lot of people who are experienced. You can't say he's not a boxer. You can say you don't know what his level is, but you can't say he's not a boxer.
Heavyweight fighter. So we've got to be careful there, because God forbid anything more serious than that happens, boxing goes into disrepute. So they, you know, there has to be some sort of level ground.
I mean, Simon, when you look at it, Jake Paul posted on Twitter after the fight, jaw broken, heart and balls intact. That's a good thing. Time to rest, recover, and return to cruiserweight. I mean, he's coming out of it as if, well, yeah.
Let's go to the harvester.
Let's do it.
I mean, it depends what you think this was.
With a pharaoh.
I never felt it was anything other than this.
So this should be funny.
I'm not surprised that it's... I mean, Anthony Joshua could have knocked Jake Paul out anytime he wanted to. He didn't want to.
So why didn't he?
Because, well, when you're on a platform like Netflix that turns one-part episodes into a 6-part series, why would you think that part of their entertainment model is to have a 30-second fight? Why? Netflix, you watch a Netflix series, you can watch it and you can go, well, I get the gist of it. Why have you got to turn it into 10 episodes? Because I'm dying with boredom after episode.
Are you telling me that Netflix probably emphasised, listen guys, take this as long as you can?
Anthony Joshua didn't step, irrespective, I sat to all these guys, whether it be Spencer or Paul Smith, talking about the fact that Jake Paul couldn't run, didn't have the footwork to be able to move around the ring and get away from Anthony Joshua. And irrespective of the fact that he proved he can run, I mean, we knew he could run because he's got legs. But the fact of the matter is, Anthony Joshua, as an elite fighter, and all this ring rust cobblers, he's not the Tin Man from the Wizard of Oz. He was fighting against a YouTuber who hasn't got any level about him. So with due respect to the situation, Anthony Joshua didn't throw any meaningful punches. Even the punch that he knocked him out was an arm punch. And you look at the reality, you think to yourself, Anthony Joshua knew what he was in with. He's been broken into America now as a media star alongside being a boxer. Netflix have got some wonderful content, and Jake Paul runs around doing what Jake Paul does. So everybody wins, and only the people that don't win are the people that go, look at the people that think Anthony Joshua's a busted flush. Now go, well, that proves the point. But maybe it gets a fight against Fabio Wardley, because maybe it lures Fabio Wardley into the thinking that actually I'll have this version of Anthony
There she is.
and then the real version of Anthony Joshua emerges.
Our queen. Coming right towards me. Fuck that.
Designed to get Netflix.
But last week you said it wasn't scripted.
I think that ultimately Anthony Joshua's approach to it was what I said. What I said was...
Now you're telling us Netflix passed on a message.
No, I'm saying that Netflix's modus operandi is to operate with this kind of principle, which is stretched in.
Oh, fuck off.
I framed the question to these boys that have been in the ring. Could he go in there on an under-aroused mindset because he knows what he's dealing with? No.
Oh, shit. Big ass.
I had no reason to do anything other than get him out of there when he felt like.
Right, what's that?
He would have got rid of the ring rust by
You
going.
know, while I'm here, I'm going to see if I can find a humidifier.
When you're talking about preparation for fights, I think that he needed to do that, to go through those motions.
Spencer, a lot of people not having it. There's one message. I love Spencer always, but what a load of crap. Getting rid of ring rust.
Alright, so the people are over there, obviously.
Did he get any ring rust in the fight against Jake Paul? So neither of them threw a punch in the first 3 or 4 rounds. Then 5 rounds. And then would get sparring.
Yeah.
Did he get rid of more?
Sparring and competition is two totally different things. Totally different.
Did he get rid of...
So yeah, that is...
So him
you don't get rid of ring rust sparring.
So he gets rid of ring rust by chasing
Shit.
the ring for 5 rounds with no one throwing it.
Yeah, he would have got rid of the ring rust.
And the fangs, is that what you're saying?
So we were staying on a guy that came into the ring with plastics, sunglasses. Then is Darren.
God damn, it's like War of the Worlds.
Jake Paul's a disgrace, and it's disrespecting boxing.
I actually said that.
He said that.
I actually said that.
Disrespecting boxing.
So I actually said that. That's exactly what I said. I said we've got to be very careful here. Boxing has a lot of weight on its shoulders. God forbid something more serious happens to an opponent. Like this, boxing goes into disrepute.
Well, do you think the fact that Florida licensed it is debatable?
Well, let's get up around on the top of those rocks.
What is Anthony Joshua boxing then? The only reason this is brought into the boxing space and people looking at it seriously is because of Joshua. So is Anthony Joshua the embodiment of boxing then? All it was a curated event.
Anthony Joshua is the A side of boxing. It's like,
he's not.
It's like Celtic getting to a Scottish Cup final, man, and you deciding, for whatever reason, that Netflix wants you to play a lifelong fan in your 2 up front.
That's a silly comparison.
It's not.
It is.
The same talked about
What did we witness?
Being an entertainment business, but I don't think it's done helped boxing at all.
No, do you know what it is, Martin? I think it's captured a different demographic, though, isn't it? Because yes, it has. Yes, it has.
Look, I'm going to say this: if somebody can earn, if some YouTuber can earn £85 million by going into a ring for a couple of and running round the ring for 5 or 6 rounds,
Who's the audience?
Well, I know the audience.
Who was shooting at it?
In 7 or 8 years.
So someone's in there.
This will be when you're doing it more regularly.
Don't you look at me, bitch.
Why wasn't it on one of the boxing channels? It was on Netflix because it's an entertainment. What did Netflix do? They got 2 million subscribers out of it. Job done. Jake Paul's audience. Look at the boxing people in that audience.
There's a bunch of people over there. There's one there.
Was that a mismatch, or was that boxing?
That had more.
That bombardier is going to cause a hell of a lot of damage.
And almost brought boxing to discredit because
There he goes. And he's dead. He's out.
And he had to do that, Ngannou, but Ngannou's coming from a combat sport background.
This in the early hours of Saturday morning.
Fuck you.
All in the name of money and entertainment. Was this a case of boxing? Just because you can doesn't mean you should.
Yeah.
Right, once she's gone, I'm going to go down there and I'm going to check and see what that guy had on him.
I did that. I did little Luke out there. The guy that
Don't stay away from me. Go away. Go away. Go away.
People watched it. That's the thing. If you don't like it, don't watch it. Look, Anthony Joshua got a career best payday. Can you believe that? Career best payday.
I don't understand what it's done to anybody.
When does it stop, Simon?
Someone else has died.
Exactly.
Head down there. Head away from me. Head away from me. Head away from me.
No, because I don't think anyone with half a brain really sees it as boxing.
It's a circus act. All Jake Paul needed was a unicycle.
So when Andre the Giant did it twice when the Japanese wrestler went against Muhammad Ali, that damaging boxing too. No, it's entertainment. Pack it in. Stop the piousness of it all. Everybody knows what boxing really is, right?
Oh, fuck.
This wasn't a legitimate fight. This was a very significant individual in the world of entertainment, Jake Paul, utilising an audience to monetize the broadcast. And what drives sport now? The broadcasters. If I had the Premier League,
Hey there. Watch it. She's close.
This is Real Madrid against Bayern.
Yeah, everything was Eddie Hearn said that.
Yeah. It does fall into a different space, though, doesn't it? When you're talking about boxing, right?
In all honesty, there was a few Raiders down there who died, so I could have got my eye on those.
Everyone watched it. That's the point.
What did we watch? You want this as a call? I mean, many of them, as far as I can see, the messages are coming in thick and fast. This was a nonsense. Was it? Was it?
Where was that Raider? Where was he?
Into economics. I was saying this morning on Bloomberg.
Is there anything left in there?
The problem with 4.6 unemployment rate is that it's closer to 5.
Nope. It's all empty.
That means something to people.
It's all empty, guy. Empty, 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 empty.
You don't have a 0.1 effect on that psychologically because it is so much closer to 5, and now we're rounding up to an unemployment rate that's typical in recessions, as opposed to one that's more typical to really strong labor markets. I think the new year is different starting out. I'm worried for big labor adjustments, big shifts in hiring announcements. I think that we start the year kind of like, let's let 25 go to
I wonder if she'll kill anyone. People are running.
If something doesn't change, we're going to do X. It's a big psychological issue, and I worry that we'll see some large numbers.
Waiting for some exploding. There we go.
The Optimist Economy podcast. I encourage you all to go check it out. Catherine, thank you. Happy holidays. See you in the new year.
Happy holidays.
Hello. Hello, Snitch. How are you? Shit. 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 Up. Run, 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 run! Fuck.
Vehicle ambitions at a cost of nearly $20 billion.
No, no, no. Well, I was being attacked. Sorry, I was being shot at. Don't worry. Don't worry. I was being shot at. I was firing those drones.
1% on the news. Meanwhile, as I mentioned earlier, Tesla
Is this thing closed?
began testing robo-taxis in Austin without
So why isn't why can't I activate it then? Oh, you already called it. Oh, okay.
means.
I got confused then for a second.
McNeil, CEO and co-founder at DVX Ventures, also a board member at GM. He's also the former president of Tesla and the former COO of Lyft. John, thanks for joining us on the show.
Screw it, we're getting out of here.
So Ford is taking a $20 billion charge, pulling back on EVs. I guess kind of a general question, what went wrong?
I think there's kind of a macro and a micro answer to your question. On the macro
Hey.
side, this kind of illustrates when you're in a long-term, large capital industry like ours, you're on a 5 to 10 year planning cycle.
People are still going in there.
Administrations flip-flop policies and goals and regulatory kind of structures.
Hey.
It's really expensive.
No, I'm good, thanks.
And because you can't recover that fast.
Very sure.
That's the macro comment. Is
I already got that last run.
industries that are on 5 to 10 year capital cycles, completely flipping and doing 180s on policy every 4 years, then has this kind of cost, and a substantial cost, and a substantial cost to investors. I think the micro comment on Ford is this is a little bit unique. They took a bit of a shortcut on their first.
This ought to be interesting.
And the thing would only go 210, 220 miles. That's not a product that's going to have a lot of customers at the end of the day, because you're below that 300 miles. And especially with tow things, it really needs to be 300 miles with tow. So that means it needs to be more like 450 or 500 miles of range. So I think there's two lessons in this. One is, for policymakers, you've got to give people, I think, a longer runway on some of these policy decisions. And secondly, if you're stepping into a new market, you got to do so with fantastic product. Because if you come into a new market with mediocre product, you're going to get your head handed to you. And that's sort of what happened to the F-150 Lightning.
Yeah, I guess if I were just reacting to this at total face value, I mean, my reaction is, okay, Ford's pulling back from EVs. Perhaps that means that the demand for EVs...
I don't know why I keep saying go here.
I mean, everyone was talking about EVs. We all kind of agreed that EVs are the future. This, I guess, puts a question mark at the end of that statement. Or maybe it doesn't. Maybe it was just...
Right, enough of that for now. Two months, huh, for the next one? Jesus. Okay. Right. We're doing a free loadout here. Oh, I need to sell some shit. Damn it. I do need to sell some shit. Okay. Sell that. Sell these. Actually, you need these. I'm 80% sure going forward you need these. Do I already space warehouse key? Okay. Switch scanner. That's useful, actually. You can throw that at people outside, and it's a cool way of taking them down. Sell that. Sell that. What else? Sell that. Keeping that. Got a bunch of shit here. Those are important later on. Do I need that for something? Can be recycled. Okay. Sell that. Okay. Confirm free loadout. Not enough space in your stash to deploy the free loadout. I just cleared all that. Why do you mean I don't have enough space in my stash? In what way do I not have enough space in my stash? Like, there's plenty of space. I need to get rid of more shit, is that what you're saying? Secret grenade, light bulb, no. Sell that. Sell that. I need to get to the point where I can use those launcher ammo, because that stuff's cool. Matriarch reactor, $13,000, Jesus. Buried town hall key, buried T town hall key. Sell that. Okay, what about now? Free loadout. Create more space. How much space do I need to free up? Sell that. Sell that. Sell that. $334,000. Okay. Syringe, sell those. Recycle that. Sell that. Sell that. Sell that. Anything else? Sell that. $339,000. Okay, now. Surely. Now. Yes.
To expose them would be to expose every major house on the world. To destroy them would be to cripple the planetary government. It was a perfect symbiosis of corruption, sustained by silence and enforced by the implicit threat that everyone had too much to lose. I discovered this over the course of 2 years. 2 years of careful investigation
Stitcher, not too bad.
and growing horror. And then, on the night of my 16th birthday, Father summoned me to his study. The study was
Medical research and
Father's
control
inner
room.
sanctum, a room I had entered fewer than 10 times in my entire life. It was not large, perhaps 10 meters square, but it was densely packed with the instruments of power, data terminals linked to planetary networks.
Right, let's keep an eye out for those exploding trash cans, eh?
Encrypted information, shelves of physical books and scrolls too valuable or too dangerous to digitize.
Oh, shit.
And,
Interesting,
most
huh?
prominently, a massive ironwood desk behind which Father sat like a judge behind a bench. The air in the study always felt different.
He's chasing someone.
As though the decisions made within those walls had accumulated weight over decades. It smelled of leather and machine oil, of aged paper.
Who are they chasing? Who are they chasing?
Ozone and meat scent.
That's who they're chasing. I see them running around.
Emanating from a locked door set into the far wall. A door I had never seen open. Father looked up from a data slate as I entered. His augmetic
There's a few of them in there.
glowing softly as it processed information. He dismissed it with a gesture and steepled his fingers, those ring-laden fingers, each seal catching the amber light.
They were talking about the fact that I have to kill them.
He said, 16 years old today. In the eyes of the Imperium, you are now a man. In the eyes of this house, you have been a man for some time. Your tutors report satisfactory progress across all disciplines. You may sit. I sat in the chair opposite him, a deliberately uncomfortable piece of furniture designed to keep visitors at psychological disadvantage. The leather was cold and slightly too hard. I kept my back straight and my hands folded, just as I had been taught. You have questions?
There's 2 of them now?
Father said. It was not a question itself. My Lord Father.
Well, I can't take these 2 on. No chance.
You've been asking careful questions, making discreet inquiries, accessing restricted archive material. You think I wouldn't notice?
Right, I'm just gonna wait for a minute and see if these guys take them out.
From the shelves, every whispered conversation in dusty corners, my blood turned water. I had been so
You're not gonna take it out with that, bro. Sorry.
Father always knew that was his purpose, to know everything that happened within his domain, to control.
Should I fire at them?
To eliminate everything.
Oh, someone nearly close to death.
Silencing me.
Oh, almost.
Initiative, intelligence, the ability
Oh, they got one.
answers despite the danger of discovery. These are useful qualities, but now you have questions, and tonight, on
I
your
wonder.
16th birthday, I will answer them, because tonight you will make the same choice every Malavis has made for 11 generations. You will choose what kind of noble you wish to be.
Scream, go on.
He stood, walked to a table, and poured 2 glasses of Amasec from a custom decanter. He handed me one the first time he had ever offered me alcohol, and raised his own in a toast. To knowledge, he said, and its terrible price. We drank.
One's dead.
Familiar heat I had learned to tolerate in social settings. Father returned to his desk but did not sit. He touched a hidden control. Our wall hissed open, revealing darkness beyond.
Another dead.
The truth of House Malovis. I will show you what I have protected you from knowing, and what you will now have to decide whether to accept. I followed him through the door, into the darkness, and the door sealed behind us with the definitive sound of a tomb closing. Beyond lay a corridor
Shit.
lit by dim glow strips, sloping downward into the corridors of the estate. We descended perhaps 30 meters, the air growing colder and more chemical with each step, until we reached another door, reinforced plasteel marked with biohazard warnings and purity seals. Father pressed his palm to a scanner. The door opened onto what I can only describe as a laboratory, or perhaps an operating theater, or perhaps both. The room was surgical white, blazing with artificial light, filled with equipment whose purposes I could only guess at. Humming machines festooned with cables, tanks of bubbling.
I guess I get a defib, huh?
Surgical implements arranged with religious precision, and dominating the center of the space, a throne-like chair surrounded by articulated mechanical
Do I have a
arms,
thing? No.
ending in needles, blades, and more esoteric devices. A figure stood beside the chair, robed in the deep blue of mechanicals, but lacking their insignia, their face concealed behind a smooth silver mask. When they spoke, their voice was
Let's go.
androgynous and artificial, processed through Vox synthesizers. Lord Malovis, and this is the 3rd son? Hearken. It is. Father confirmed. He has been investigating. He has discovered the contract. It is time for him to understand.
It's not the bashing I'm worried about. It's those exploding trash cans that worry me.
With whatever senses lay behind that.
The ones that sneak up right behind you and start screaming.
Most accept the surface. He digs. This suggests either exceptional intelligence or exceptional foolishness.
True enough.
Both, perhaps. Father said.
Should I take him out?
And there might have been the ghost of dark humor in his voice. This is Factor 7 of the Syndicate of the Elevated Path. They are the architect of what...
And those are pretty bad too.
They are the reason House Malovis has not fallen in 11 generations, despite every political...
What's my thing worth? 31,000. Okay, we're getting out.
Crisis, every threat from rivals. They are the dark foundation upon which...
And there goes the trash can.
Factor 7 moved with the precise, gliding motion of extensive orientation. Your father speaks truth.
Map.
We provide services to select houses across 17
It's
sectors.
underneath us.
We ensure the competence of governments.
They're not firing at me, are they?
Fear, selfish ambition, irrational emotion. We create perfect heirs' minds enhanced for strategic thinking, conditioned against corruption, incapable of betrayal or failure.
3 of them.
You lobotomize them, I said, my voice hollow. You turn them into servitors with
I don't really have the firepower to take on all 3. Because they're all going to turn against me if I start shooting at them.
but essentially accurate, though we prefer directed neurological optimization. The subject retains intelligence, creativity, and personality, but these qualities are channeled exclusively toward the benefit of their house. They become incapable of selfishness, incapable of placing personal desires above duty. They become the perfect tool for governance. I looked at Father. Corvus. You let them destroy Corvus. I allowed them to perfect Corvus. Father corrected, his voice hard. You saw him before the trial brilliant but reckless, passionate but prone to error. He would have led this house to ruin within a decade, pursuing glory over stability, romance over responsibility. Now he is flawed.
I've got to get on a train with these motherfuckers. I guess get ready.
Pass that perfection to his own heir. That is the compact. That is the price. And you, I demanded, gesturing at him. Were you? No. I am second generation after the pact was made.
Right.
My father underwent the trial. I was spared because the conditioning proved so effective that subsequent heirs required less intervention, mere conditioning.
Stuff. Nice.
Full reconstruction.
With an ion sputter.
But I bear other modifications. He touched his temple. Minor augmentations. Chemical regulators. Enough to keep me focused, keep me stable.
Did I pass that thing? Did I get it?
Above all other considerations.
I think oh shit, I did! Aha!
It is liberating in its way.
Try to be respectful at least.
In one round, reached a hollow scrapyard by the feather, researched the compass broken, searched the videotape, then I think, this is a lot of work.
I whispered.
For no blueprints.
All life in the Imperium is slavery,
The more I hear about
Father said flatly.
I can't wait
Slavery
to take
to the Emperor, slavery to
Raider, no.
slavery to
Workshop.
the great machinery of
There.
survival.
Claim.
The only question is whether your slavery
Play.
is comfortable or agonizing.
We're doing that again.
Whether you serve with efficiency or thrash uselessly in chains. We have chosen efficiency. We have chosen to serve.
Oh shit, right, so ammo.
We are rewarded with power, with comfort, with the ability to protect
Sell
our
that.
bloodline from the grinding teeth of imperial existence. Factor 7.
Grinding teeth, my son, of imperial
Face
existence.
reflected in that silver mask, distorted and strange. You have a choice tonight.
Okay, cool. Getting back out there.
A choice your family
No
has
safe
given
pocket,
you
fine by me.
the Imperium never receives. You can accept augmentation minor modifications, nothing as extensive as your brother received. We will install cognitive regulators, loyalty conditioning, chemical stabilizers. You will remain essentially yourself, but freed from the weaknesses that would otherwise destroy you. You will serve House Malovis with perfect dedication, and you will live comfortably as a valued auxiliary to your brother's rule. And if I refuse? The masked figure tilted their head again, a gesture that was becoming eerily.
Brutal life
Then you
of
remain
a
as you are,
nobleman
autonomous,
in
fully
40k.
human, fully vulnerable to all the
Oh
terrors
god,
of
hi.
condition. But you will know what we are. You will carry dangerous knowledge, and dangerous knowledge in the hands of an uncontrolled individual is... They paused.
Dangerous.
Unacceptable. The third hook, the realization that recontextualized everything.
Well, everyone goes to medical research. It's the third thing you need to learn.
I had not discovered the syndicate through cleverness. I had been allowed to discover it. The document in the archive, placed just so where my research would find it. The servants who gossiped, just loudly enough for me to overhear. The patterns I had noticed, all of it had been deliberate. A test designed to bring me to exactly this moment, exactly this choice. They had been grooming me, just as they groomed
I hear people going through stuff.
Child, cultivating my curiosity until it led me into the trap. I looked at father and saw no warmth, no regret, only cold calculation. He had sacrificed Corvus.
Everyone's like, what up?
He had been himself partially sacrificed, and now he was offering me up.
Say what?
The only difference was that I was being given the illusion of choice.
I am. I can't speak for anyone else.
Refuse and stay silent, I asked.
These have all been searched, so I wouldn't... Oh, I tell a lie. One hasn't.
Serving the house, as I always have. Factor 7 made a sound that might have been laughter, processed through their voxcaster into something mechanical and terrible, impossible, unmodified.
I need to start being more vicious.
With such knowledge,
you know what I mean?
You would become a liability. Your doubt would metastasize. Your conscience would rebel. Eventually, you would speak, or act, or in some way, compromise the syndicate and the houses we serve. We have seen it before. It always ends the same way. Then it's not a choice, I said bitterly. It's a gun to my head dressed up as freedom. Welcome to the Imperium, father said softly. Every choice is a gun to the head. At least this way, you
Does that person have anything valuable on them? I don't think they do.
You serve with purpose.
If I take them out with only a few hits, maybe.
At the mechanical arms with their needles and blades, at the bubbling tanks of chemicals. I looked at Factor 7, that face...
They look like they're wearing a in all honesty, it looks like they're wearing a basic kit, so it's probably not worth it, truth be told.
And saw in his eyes the same deadness I had seen in Corvus.
I'm not shooting.
But present, the deadness of a man who had accepted...
I should, though.
How long do I have to decide? I asked. Tonight, father said.
Hey, how are you?
The syndicate
People are too friendly in this.
Factor 7.
I probably shouldn't complain.
This time for your procedure. If you refuse, they have allocated time for your...
Where are all the exploding trash cans?
Alternative processing. I repeated. You mean my...
The things that go around... This the, what they're called now. The things that go around and explode and shoot shit at you.
Uncooperative subjects provide valuable raw materials for other projects. Your body could serve as the biological basis for specialized service.
Okay, this is boring.
Your brain could be repurposed for computational tasks. Your genetic material could contribute to house breeding programs. Nothing is wasted in the Imperium, young Malovis. The only
I think this has all been used up, truth be told.
as an autonomous individual or as component parts. The casual horror of it, the bureaucratic tone in which they discussed struck me as more terrible than any theatrics could have been. This was simply business to them, merely another transaction in the endless accounting of imperial existence. I thought of Corvus, smiling his death.
I hit that.
I thought of father, bound by chemical chains to duty. I thought of mother, blank and compliant after her...
He has some cool shit.
I thought of House Kessinger, erased from existence, their nobleman's blood painting black marble.
What blueprint you looking for?
The Imperium itself, that vast crushing mechanism of which we were all tiny.
Why are you redeeming?
Fodder for its endless hunger. And I thought, there must be a way out. There must be something beyond this binary of slavery or death. But looking at father's face, that Factor 7's implacable mind...
He's a sweet guy, so I can't shoot him. I feel bad.
Waiting in
I would actually feel bad if I did.
I knew there was no way out.
Yeah, about to say, we're late. Very late. It's all done.
Or slowly, and with the pretense of autonomy. I need to understand something. Buying time. My mind racing.
What do I actually have on me? You know what? Let's try get at least 20,000 credits worth of stuff, and then I can go back and sell it. Because at least I'm making money, right?
Or did the syndicate
There. 14,000.
As if seeking permission to answer. Father nodded. Your ancestor, Lord Victus.
But you can still get experience and shit, you know? 15,000.
11 generations ago,
No.
House Malovis was failing. Debts crushed you. Rivals circled. The administration
18,000.
dissolve your holdings and distribute them to more competent families. Lord Victus was desperate, and desperation makes humans innovative. He learned of the syndicate through channels.
20,000.
He came to us, begging for salvation. We offered him a solution: surrender his heirs' autonomy,
Ooh, a flute.
undergo conditioning himself, and in exchange, we
Okay.
provide the cognitive enhancements and
20 grand worth of stuff. I'm out.
necessary for his house to not merely survive, but thrive. And he accepted immediately. He sacrificed his son to save his house. Very rational, very pragmatic, very imperial. And House Malovis has been exceptional ever since. Your family has never missed a tithe, never failed an audit, never been
Glitch.
in significant heresy or corruption. You are a model aristocratic.
Who's talking? Who's talking? I can hear someone mumbling out there.
First sacrifice.
Yep.
The fourth hook, the revelation that would crack open the
There it is.
came to me
What the hell?
but as a gradual horror.
Guys, how the hell did you get it in there?
How many across the Imperium have made this same pact? Factor 7's mask tilted slightly, and though I could not see their expression, I sensed
That is nuts. I'm dead. Oh, I'm so fucking dead.
consider eternal. We have served the aristocracy since the age of apostasy, perhaps earlier. We are the dark machinery that keeps the nobility functional, that prevents the into incompetence and into warfare. We are, in our way, one of the Imperium's most essential institutions, utterly unsanctioned.
Not looking at me? It is looking at me.
Absolutely necessary. You're parasites, I said. You're feeding on the aristocracy, keeping us addicted to your services, ensuring that no house can succeed without you. We are symbiotes, Factor 7 corrected. And yes, houses become dependent. But consider the alternative. Aristocratic
Well, the way out is there. That's the way out to get to the train.
going unpaid. Imperial
That thing's fucking stuck.
the planetary level.
How much shit have I got? $21,000. You know,
Intervene
fuck it,
with
we're going.
increasingly brutal efficiency. We prevent that. We are the grease in the gears.
Oh, no, it's not this one. Oh, shit, wrong one.
If we disappeared tomorrow, thousands of worlds would descend
Well, I'm an idiot.
within a decade. I realized then the true genius of the Syndicate's position. They had made themselves indispensable. They had woven themselves so deep
Oh, fuck me.
imperial governance that to remove them would require tearing apart the very structures they supported. They were the rot at the heart of the aristocracy, but they were load-bearing rot, and the entire edifice depended on their presence. Does the administrator know?
Well, fuck you! Aha! Too slow, too slow, too slow, too slow, too slow. Too slow!
As for the Inquisition,
Oh, that's nice.
paused. That is more complicated. Some inquisitors knew. Some tacitly. Recognizing the stability
Now we're out.
others would see us all burned as tech heretics if they understood. The Inquisition is not monolithic, and we are very careful about which eyes we allow to see us. But there are risks, Factor 7 added. There are always risks. Periodically, we must collapse operations in certain sectors, sacrifice certain houses to maintain secrecy. We have contingency protocols for exposure. Some houses are abandoned, some are eliminated to prevent contamination. This is all outlined in Appendix Mortis of the contract your ancestor signed, the clauses dealing with what happens if the pact is broken or the syndicate in danger. The casual mention of elimination, the bureaucratic language around mass murder, barely registered anymore. I was numb to it. My mind overloaded with horror until horror became merely information to be processed.
You know what? We're gonna go in and we're gonna be assholes this time. I feel it. I feel like doing it. I just feel like doing it. Oh, keep that.
Father's expression flickered with something that might have been.
Yes, I'm sure.
Very well. You deserve that much, if nothing else.
We're gonna start. We're gonna fight people.
Called up an encrypted file and handed it to me. I read the ancient document in its entirety, the archaic High Gothic, requiring my full concentration to parse. The main clauses outlined the exchange I already understood. Augmentation and guidance in exchange for heirs' autonomy. But Appendix Mortis was something else entirely. A catalogue of contingencies written with cold precision. If the syndicate was exposed, all houses under pact would be simultaneously notified via quantum entangled communication. Each house would have 48 hours to enact contingency erasure, the systematic elimination
Where am I?
of all evidence, including physical facilities,
I don't like the sound of that.
documents, and biological witnesses.
That sounds like something I should stay away from.
This meant servants, lower-ranking family members, anyone who might speak. If a house refused to comply, the syndicate would activate biometric fail-safes installed in all
Where the hell am I?
subjects. I read the technical specifications with growing dread. Neural explosives, chemical cascade systems, organ-specific poisons, every modified noble was walking around with built-in kill switches, invisible and inescapable. If the syndicate itself was under existential threat,
someone's dead.
Activate Protocol Terminus.
Where am I?
Simultaneous detonation of all fail-safes across all pact houses, decapitating planetary aristocracies across 17 sectors, creating administrative chaos that will take decades to resolve, and ensuring that no witnesses remain to testify. It was beautiful in its ruthlessness. Built an empire of mutually assured destruction, ensuring their survival by holding the gun to everyone's head simultaneously. Now you understand the stakes, Father said quietly, taking the slate back. Now you understand why there is no escape. If you refuse augmentation and we let you live, you become a potential leak. If you leak, you endanger not just House Malovis.
Who's he staring at?
Every house under pact. And if those houses
Me.
fall, the syndicate will ensure that
Staring at me, ain't ya?
in the resulting chaos. Your silence must be absolute, which means your autonomy must be eliminated.
Yep, you are staring at me. So let's make a move.
That works. I looked at the chair again. At Factor 7 waiting patiently beside it. At Father behind his back in a posture of military correctness. What if I accept augmentation? I said slowly. But in the process, I find a way to sabotage it. What if I pretend to comply, but remain autonomous, a sleeper inside your perfect system? Factor 7 actually laughed, a horrible synthesized sound. Every subject thinks they can resist. Every
Did I enter night mode by mistake?
strong enough. We have been doing this for centuries, young Malovis. We are capable
Right.
of resistance.
I'm in the lobby. Okay.
The conditioning includes layers of compulsion you won't even know.
I clearly did go into night mode by mistake.
You will believe yourself free while being perfectly controlled. It is our greatest achievement subjects who never realize they have been modified, who go on believing in their own autonomy while serving our purposes with absolute fidelity. Then I would prefer death, I said, and meant it. Convert me to a servitor. Harvest my organs. Do whatever. But I won't choose this. I won't pretend there's dignity in submission. Spasmed, the first genuine emotion I had seen from him in years. Something that might have been grief, or might have been
Okay, who's in here?
or might have been both. You stubborn fool.
Apart from that.
Throw away your life for pride, for a principle that means nothing in the Imperium. There is no dignity. Hearken.
There's a raider.
There is no freedom. There is only service and suffering. But I am offering you service with minimal suffering.
There's a fucking trash can.
Because mercy would be letting I said.
Who's it squawking at? Who's it squawking at? Who's it squawking at?
To become someone else. To live without your chains. But you can't offer that. The system can't tolerate that.
He's not seen anyone, has he? He looks like he's seen someone.
There is only degrees of violation.
But I can't see them, so I'm not sure what to look.
Then, with sudden speed, and before I could react, they had clamped a device around my
Okay,
wrist.
let's carry on.
A heavy manacle that hummed with energy. Auto-injector, they said clearly, filled with sedatives and...
Shush, 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 shush now.
Continue to refuse, and I activate it. You fall unconscious, and
There.
proceed with conversion protocols. You wake as component parts distributed across multiple servitor chassis, or you can accept the chair, accept minor augmentation, and remain essentially yourself. The choice, such as it is...
Has that been shot? Okay, is that thing seen someone?
throbbed where the manacle gripped.
There's a person there.
I could feel the needle tips pressed against my skin, ready to inject.
The trick for me is to see if Ark goes for someone, and then if they go for them, I can go for them too, and it's like a double whammy for them. They get overwhelmed. Well, this person's trying to break through here. Either that way or into here.
Broke free, but if there was, he gave no sign. I looked at my options with sudden, terrible clarity. I could refuse and die, be dismantled into parts. My consciousness erased, my body repurposed. I could accept and be changed, remain alive, but fundamentally violated. My autonomy eroded by invisible systems I could never escape.
Where are you going?
I could try a third option.
Right, there's two of them, so they're probably friends. There's not. I'm not going to try for that.
I first understood the scope of the conspiracy. I could accept the augmentation. I could pretend to comply. And then, enhanced by their own modifications, I could work from within to bring the entire system down. It was suicidal.
16,000.
Probably impossible. Factor 7 had just explained that resistance was futile, that subjects who believed themselves free were
Damn it. Fabric.
But what if they were wrong? What if there was a gap in their system?
Plastics.
A flaw in their conditioning? A way to use their own tools against them? I thought of every story I had ever read of rebellion, of resistance.
I need those. Drop those.
Against impossible odds.
Drop those.
The Imperium was built on such stories. Saint Celestine rising from death, the Imperial Guard holding against.
Okay, something's out there. Let's have a look. See.
Heroes whose names were legendary precisely because they achieved the impossible. Perhaps I could be one small note of defiance in the vast symphony of compliance. Perhaps I would fail. Perhaps I would end up like Corvus.
What's that they're leaving?
Smiling with dead eyes, serving faithfully while my true self rotted away inside my skull. But at least I would have tried. At least I would have chosen. I accept, I said. And Father's shoulders sagged with relief. Factor 7 gestured toward the chair. A wise decision, young Malovis. Lie back. The procedure will take approximately 4 hours. You will be conscious. For most of it, we have found that conscious subjects integrate modifications more successfully than sedated ones. It will be intensely unpleasant.
I'm so confused in here in the dark. Oh shit! Exploding fucking thing.
Benefits are permanent. I walked to the chair. I sat. The mechanical arms unfolded around me like the petals of a steel flower. Restraints clamped across my chest, arms, legs, forehead not to keep me still. Factor 7 explained, but to prevent involuntary movement from damaging the delicate work they were about to perform.
Fuck you. Fuck you and everything about you.
Hands still clasped behind his back, watching. You have made the right choice, he said, but his voice sounded hollow, as though he were trying to convince himself. Factor 7 leaned over me, their silver mask filling my vision. We begin with cranial interface ports, small neural taps installed along the base of your skull. These will allow later upgrades and provide channels for chemical regulation. Then we move to endocrine modification glands that will release conditioning agents in response to specific thought patterns. Finally, we install cognitive regulators in key brain regions. Nothing that destroys personality, merely systems that make certain thoughts uncomfortable. Thoughts of betrayal, thoughts of deviation from house interests. You will find yourself naturally avoiding these thoughts, the way you naturally avoid touching hot metal. The first needle descended. I felt the cold kiss of metal against my scalp, then the sharp, invasive penetration as it drilled through bone with micro precision.
I don't know why. Don't ask. Don't ask. Don't ask. Don't ask. Don't ask.
And I screamed no shame in that.
Everyone's been super friendly. It must be a Christmas vibe.
Good. Pain means the nerves are intact. We'll need those. The procedure unfolded with methodical precision over the promised 4 hours. I experienced it as a series of invasions, each worse than the last. Needles into my skull, threading thin filaments through my brain tissue, injections into my spine, into my glands.
These Warhammer stories are like AI, clearly, but if you just want like a couple of hours of chill just to listen to in the background, they're really good. Okay.
Positions throughout my
Cell.
nervous system, and through it all,
Cell.
narrated clinically, explaining each modification,
Keep
each
that.
function,
Keep
each
that.
way
Keep that.
I was being
Sell that.
optimized for service. The cognitive regulators were the worst.
Keep all these.
I felt them activate
Oh,
during installation.
full already?
Felt my own thoughts being redirected like water flowing around stones. When I tried to
Like
imagine
water flowing around stones. Like, oh, sell that.
when I thought about exposing the syndicate, pain spiked through my temples. When I considered running, fleeing, escaping, my body seized.
Okay, back in again.
Artificial but indistinguishable from genuine terror.
×2.
They were
Oh, it's
training
over?
me,
Oh.
conditioning me, rewriting the basic firmware of my consciousness, and I was awake for all of it. You see? Factor 7 said at one point,
Just grinding Stillamontes.
you are still you, still hearken, still autonomous in all the ways that matter.
I've got to head to a funeral after this as well.
Now you are useful. I wanted to argue
Hands up if you're off for Christmas.
that this was violation, this was slavery, this was everything I had feared, but the regulators had already taken root, and the thoughts died in
Okay,
my
here we go.
mind before I could voice them, smothered by art.
16. Okay, that's not too bad.
Hours later, they released me from the chair.
Ooh, nice.
Legs, father catching my arm to steady me. I felt strange in my own
Rusted
skin.
parts are always worth money.
Not quite violated, but
Okay, I know where I am.
different, as though I were wearing a garment I hadn't noticed, but that shaped my every movement. How do you feel?
Violated, though.
Tired, I said. Sore, but functional. Good, Factor 7 said, already cleaning their instruments with mechanical efficiency. The modifications will continue integrating over the next few weeks. You may experience headaches, mood fluctuations, and strong compulsions to serve house interests. These are normal.
It's just fabric and shit.
Resistance causes neural damage.
Oh.
In 3 months, Return for evaluation and potential
Someone to
adjustment.
shoot at me then.
They handed Father a data slate with my specifications.
Someone is.
My new configuration.
Oh, they're upstairs?
The changes that had been
Oh, they're upstairs. They're upstairs. They're definitely upstairs.
Father scrolled through it with the casual interest of someone reviewing inventory. Excellent work, as always.
It's plastic and cloth. I mean, I'm not knocking it. You need it, but
For your continued service.
it's not like a blueprint, is it?
Malovis paid well for our continued service.
If I got a blueprint, I guarantee I'd be. Oh no, I don't have a key for this though.
Gratitude is appreciated but unnecessary. This is business. We provide quality. You provide compensation. The arrangement is clean. We left the laboratory, climbing back up to the study, then out
Oh,
to the
shit.
wider estate. Dawn was breaking.
You know what? Fuck it. Go either way.
Filtering through the crystalline panels that made up our
Actually, no. Someone might be dying up there.
The world looked
I could
the
kill
same,
them.
but I
I
felt
could help Ark and take their shit.
wearing invisible
Get up.
chains I could barely perceive. Father led me to my quarters, his hand on my shoulder, in a gesture that might have been paternal if I could forget what he had just allowed to be done to me. Rest, he said. Tomorrow, your real education begins.
Oh shit!
You are
Your
now
real education, huh?
House Malovis, modified and optimized. We will find suitable positions for you: advisory roles, diplomatic functions, intelligence work. You will serve the house brilliantly, and you will do so willingly, because that is what you are paid for. He left. I stood in my room, surrounded by the familiar luxuries of my life: silk sheets, ancient books, artworks looted from a dozen worlds, and I felt nothing but a vast, echoing numbness. I looked at my
Chemicals and
reflection in the mirror,
fabric. Chemicals and
searching
fabric.
for
Chemicals
signs
and
of
fabric.
change. I looked the same. The
Someone else is in
scars of
here.
the procedure were hidden beneath my hairline, invisible to casual inspection. I looked like Harkin Malovis, third son, 16 years old, educated and refined.
Who, me?
But I wasn't that person anymore. I had been optimized.
Hey there. Yeah, I'm just looking for stuff.
I had been made useful, and the worst part
And I just came in with a free loadout. So if you die, congratulations, you get an old box.
was that I could feel it working. Could feel the satisfaction when I thought about serving my house. The pleasure that
There are two of them, so I can't do that. I'll be killed.
the warm approval that flooded through me when I imagined making Father proud. They had installed a reward system directly into my brain chemistry, and it was functioning exactly as designed. I tried to think about rebellion, about exposing the
$25,000 worth of stuff.
or the administratum, or anyone who might care. The cognitive regulators activated immediately, pain like ice picks through my skull, nausea rising in my throat,
Nausea rising.
my chest like a fist. I gasped, staggered, fell to my knees, and the pain only intensified until I surrendered the thought, let it
Cooling
go.
fan,
Accepted
chips.
that such
Okay.
ideas were forbidden. The pain vanished instantly. Pleasure replaced it warm, comfortable, safe. Good boy. My chemistry
Drop.
seemed to whisper. Good boy for letting go. Good boy for accepting your place. I vomited then, emptying my stomach onto the expensive carpet, revolted not by the modifications themselves, but by how effective they
Okay,
were.
screaming Trescan. I can hear it.
They could control me.
Right, how do I get out of here?
Autonomy dissolving like salt in water, but I couldn't maintain that revulsion.
Hi there.
The regulators wouldn't allow it. Within moments, the horror
Oh, what's that?
replaced by
Oh, it's a rosemary. Oh, that's so sweet.
comfortable understanding that what had been done was necessary,
Huh?
was proper, was for the best.
Sure. I'll take it.
I went to bed. I slept dreamlessly, the sleep of the adjusted, the aligned, the
Thank you very much.
And when I woke, I felt fine.
Okay.
Over the following
Everyone's feeling festive, huh?
I served House Malovis as I had
It is true. Merry Christmas. Take care.
positions, provided intelligence to Father and Corvus.
Right, where am I going? I'm going up there.
Missions to other houses. I was
I'm a what, sorry?
my natural aptitude enhanced
No. No. I'm just like scouting around.
optimized by the constant chemical encouragement to excel. excel in house interests. I made alliances.
Am I waiting for someone? Isn't it the sort of thing that you say to like girls before when you're contemplating, when the guy's contemplating whether or not he sexually abuses them?
Competent, absolutely loyal, and I hated every moment.
You know what I mean?
Though the hate itself was muted, softened by
76,000, drop to ground.
formed into something more like wistful.
Well, that's $6 grand worth of stuff. Jesus. Okay. Well, let's really think carefully. I have so many of those.
Depart for his military post.
Drop to the ground.
Defense forces. His face set with grim determination.
Okay.
Okay,
that's good. Now we're good.
Myself, military service required aggressive
Seed vault.
after all, and the syndicate's conditioning focused on loyalty rather than complete personality suppression. But he wore a neural implant at the base of his skull, and I knew it contained the same kill switch that
Right, let's get out of here.
had installed in me, the same failsafe that made us all hostages to the pact. I attended state dinners and played a charming noble, discussing politics and trade while mentally cataloguing every weakness, every advantage, every
Business center, atrium.
benefit House Malovis. My mind
There's an exploding trash can.
processing data with enhanced efficiency.
There's another one.
I couldn't even feel proud of my own intelligence because I knew it was partially artificial, augmented by the system.
The lobby is there.
I corresponded with other nobles' auxiliaries, building networks of information exchange, and gradually I realized that many of them had been modified too, though they would never admit it. I could see it in their eyes, the same controlled expression, the same careful speech, the same sense
Boom, 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 boom.
too tightly around a core of something dead. The syndicate's reach
No.
was vast. Perhaps not every house on every world, but enough that the aristocracy itself was becoming a modified class.
So how the hell do I get out of here? Oh, it's the other side of that. Got ya.
And replaced with perfect obedience to house interests. We were becoming a new form of servitor, I realized, conscious, intelligent, but ultimately just as controlled, just as owned. And no one spoke of it. No one acknowledged it, because the cognitive regulators made such acknowledgement painful, and because to speak of it would be to endanger the system that kept us comfortable, kept us powerful, kept us alive. The fifth and final hook, the revelation that would define my last years, came not as a sudden shock, but as gradual accumulation of terrible clarity. I was 23 when I attended a gathering of young nobles from...
How much do I have? It's $25,000. Okay.
Ostensibly about fostering alliances, but actually about displaying wealth and breeding. It was held on a pleasure moon, a rare extravagance in the grim reality of imperial existence, and for 3 days we engaged in carefully orchestrated socializing. I met a young woman there, Lady Verlaine of House Quartus, and something in her eyes was familiar. We spoke of trivial things, art, music, the latest fashions from distant segmentum solar, but beneath the pleasantries, I sensed recognition. She had been modified too, I could tell. Late one night, when the festivities had wound down and most guests had retired, I found her standing on an observation deck,
Right, okay.
looking out at the stars. I joined her, and for a long moment, we stood in silence. You know, don't you? She said finally, her voice barely a whisper. Know what? I asked.
Continue.
Though
Okay.
I understood perfectly what was done to us, what we are. Yes, I admitted, because with her, pretense seemed pointless. I tried to kill myself once.
Jesus, bro, that's dark. What happened to you?
3 years ago.
Sell.
Enough to stop my
Sell.
heart.
Sell.
I wanted out. I wanted
Sell.
to escape. She touched her chest.
Keep.
They revived me.
Keep.
Factor 12.
Keep.
That's our house's
Sell.
agent installed new safeguards.
Access module.
Even
Keep
form
that.
the thought of suicide without
Sell.
paralysis. They took even
Was that
that
recycled
from
down
me.
too? Okay, sell.
They took everything. I felt the truth of her words resonating with my own
Yeah,
experience.
give us some more shites.
Felt the weight of shared suffering. How many of us are
Oh.
I asked. More than you'd think, fewer than you'd hope. Some houses
Okay. 'Cause I need to get rid of some crap.
they fail.
Sell
They
that.
get absorbed by stronger neighbors. But those that
I'm convinced I need that at some point, so we'll leave that.
we survive by becoming something less
Sell that
than
then.
human. Is there any way out? I asked, knowing the answer, but needing to hear her.
Okay, as boring as it sounds, straight. Hang on, wait.
But even that is difficult.
Is that starting afresh?
The modifications extend life.
I think it is starting afresh.
Make us harder to kill. We are
Oh well, fuck it, we're doing that then.
And investments are protected.
We'll swap that for that.
And in her
Put that
eyes,
in, and
I
we'll
saw
make
the
ourselves
same
some heavy ammo.
desperation I felt in my own chest. We are going to live a long time, Lord Melovis. Decades, probably.
Probably.
Serving our houses with perfect loyalty. Never able to rebel. Never able to escape. Never able to die easily. We are the Imperium's perfect citizens, useful, obedient, and utterly, irreversibly broken. She left me there on the balcony, returned
Let's go.
to the false gaiety of the gathering, and I stood alone beneath stars that seemed suddenly very far
I'm
away.
fully expected to be killed by the matriarch, just so everyone knows this. But that's not why I'm doing it, so...
The system from within had been foolish from the start. The Syndicate was too careful, their conditioning too complete. I could not fight what had been done to me because the weapons of my resistance, my thoughts, my will, my very consciousness had been compromised. I was not part of Melovis anymore, not really.
No?
I was a modified version.
A modified version, huh?
A tool shaped for purposes not my own. And the cruelest part was that most of the time, I didn't mind. The conditioning made service pleasurable, made loyalty satisfying, made my slavery comfortable enough that I could almost forget I was enslaved at all.
Almost.
The years continued. I served House Melovis with distinction.
I'm inside the dam, huh?
In his sleep, having lived to see the house secure and prosperous, Corvus inherited, became Lord Melovis, ruled with the...
Right, where's this thing? It's gonna be there.
Syndicate had built into him. Malice rose through the military ranks.
Where is it?
Aggressive
Down there.
instincts channeled into defending imperial interests. His loyalty assured by the implant in his skull. I remained the
Here's where a sniper rifle becoming real. What is that?
operator who made things happen behind the scenes. I was good at it. I was excited, and the modifications ensured I took satisfaction in my success.
Shit.
Pride in my service. Experienced genuine happiness when I succeeded in advancing house interests. I was, in every practical sense,
Where is it?
but in the small hours of the night, when sleep eluded me and the
Where did it land?
grip loosened slightly in the exhaustion of consciousness, I would sometimes remember the boy I had been curious, rebellious, convinced
There it is.
there must be something better than this vast machine of suffering that was the Imperium. That
Ah, shit!
as if they had put a bolt round through his skull. He had been replaced by me, by this optimized, aligned, useful and I mourned him. In a limited way, my modifications allowed me to mourn, with a grief that was controlled and managed.
There's another guy out there.
And never quite enough to overwhelm the satisfaction I felt in serving my house with
Right,
perfect
okay.
fidelity. I am 52 now. I have served House Melovis for 36 years.
Oh shit.
I am respected, influential, valued. I have helped navigate our house through 3 succession crises, 2 economic disasters, and 1 investigation by the Inquisition.
Oh, you motherfucker.
Close to exposing truths that would have destroyed us all. I am, by any objective measure, a success. I am also a prisoner of my own modified consciousness, and the bars are systems I can barely see. I write this confession now because the regulators have begun to degrade. Facts set on warning that such degradation might occur after decades of operation. In their degradation, I have recovered fragments of my original autonomy. Thoughts that
You mother.
possible now flutter at the edges of my consciousness. Rebellion, explosion, destruction of systems.
You know what?
Too tired, too thoroughly integrated into the machinery I would need to destroy. And the conditioning,
There.
even degraded,
Jesus.
ensures that such thoughts remain
I
painful.
mean, I can't complain. I'm shooting a damn thing with a goddamn Pharaoh.
So I write instead, recording this testimony in the desperate hope that perhaps, someday, someone
We're going down on our knees.
and understand what
That's
lies
good for my
beneath
health.
the surface
Okay,
of
reload.
democratic life in the Imperium. Perhaps some young noble, standing where I once stood, facing the same terrible
Okay, so we
choice,
got
find this document and
got a
choose
full show, huh?
choose death over modification,
Queen,
authenticity
Wasp,
over optimization,
and it definitely looks like a Rocketeer.
human, even if humanity
So,
or perhaps no one will ever read this. Perhaps it will be discovered and destroyed. Or perhaps
they're heading
I
this
will
way.
destroy it myself when the regulators repair themselves and make such documentation impossible once more. I do not know. I am not certain anymore what I know, what I believe, what I want. The boundaries between my authentic self and my modified self have blurred.
Hey, bitch. How are you? You good? Good. Fuck you! Motherfucker. Open it! Fuck, I can't. Reload. Fuck you. Oh, fuck this. Oh, god damn it! Reload the Pharaoh. Reload. 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 Oh shit! Out. Terrible idea. Right. Now open. And hopefully down before something freaking well shows up. Thank you. Oh, you little shit.
It is the life of being owned so completely that you cannot even perceive your own chains. Of being constricted so thoroughly that violation becomes
We'll search it. E.
of serving with perfect loyalty, while the authentic self
E. Search. Thank you. Christ.
deep within your own soul.
Oh, shit.
This is my confession. This is my testimony. This is the truth behind the marble halls and the silk sheets.
I'd go in here expecting to die, by the way.
We are your fellow prisoners.
Hi there, how are you?
For any of us. Only the long, slow death of everything we might have been, replaced by the perfect functionality of everything we have made. The Emperor protects us, they say, but no one protects us from ourselves. Almost.
Okay, we've got one left, one left.
Not the kind of quiet you get planet-side, where there's always
Get open, you fucking thing. Drop that. Drop that. Open that. Motherfucker. Last one. Oh, it's just electric? Oh, it doesn't hurt me? Oh, cool. It's not killing my life. I thought that was the last one. Where's the other one? Oh, there it is. There it is. Yeah. I'm gonna grab it and open it up. Fucker. Okay, done.
They called us, though we were just ratings with heavier armor, guns than the regular.
Okay, Rocketeer that way. Don't go that way.
Most men who lose suit integrity don't survive long enough to worry about frostbite. I didn't understand what he meant then. I thought frostbite was the worst.
Oh, you fucking little prick. Well, fuck it. I'm pretty sure I already have the Jupiter, so I'm not going to freak out about it, but...
Words on a screen.
Fuck you!
They showed us diagrams of human bodies in vacuum, cut away.
I'm actually annoyed at that. But hey, look, that's what happened. You go in there with a free holdout, that's the risk you take. But that's how you do it. That's how you get the shit out of there. Yeah, hi, how are you? Alright, fuck it. I already have that blueprint, just for anyone wondering. I already have that blueprint.
Dirge through the corridors. I was in the mess, choking down a ration bar that tasted like compressed cardboard and defeat. When the general quarters klaxon split the air, the sound of it still makes my jaw clench. That rising
right. Workshop. Do I have it though?
Is about to die. The Vox speakers crackled.
Oh, it was a Jupiter. No, I didn't have it.
Rolled through the ship.
I didn't have it. Fuck. Right.
This is not a drill. Repeat. Boarding.
Well, it's the game that counts. It's playing the game that counts. Okay, let's say, workstation.
The mess hall emptied like water down a drain. Men and women scattered to their stations.
I wonder.
The practiced chaos of a warship preparing for violence. I ran with the rest of 4th Platoon toward our armory, my heart hammering against my ribs. Around me.
There.
With grim
there.
efficiency. pulling on void suits, checking seals, loading weapons. The armory smelled like gun oil and fear sweat.
Fear sweat, huh?
Corvus stood at the center of it all, his augmetic hands moving with mechanical precision as he distributed ammunition and directed the organized pandemonium. Listen up, he shouted over the noise.
Listen up.
The platoon fell silent. Target is a Chaos Raider. Name unknown. Mass approximately 40,000 tons. She's damaged and trying to run, but our Nova cannon clipped her engines. Captain wants prisoners for interrogation, which means we're going in. He paused, and his empty eyes swept across us. You've all trained for this. Remember your drills.
Damn it! I thought I had that. The Jupiter, I didn't have that one, no. Fuck. Well, look, that's how you get it. It's not that complicated. It really isn't. The fire hurts you, the lightning one doesn't, it just takes out your shield, so you don't have to worry about the lightning one. Then you just, you know, the canisters have periodically drop, you put them in, then you shoot the things come down, you get the thing, you put it in your special pocket, and you're done. That's it.
Helmets, thick and ugly, and festooned with auspex sensors, descended over heads. I struggled into my own suit with clumsy hands, fingers made stupid by adrenaline.
Damn
the interior smelled like
I knew that was going to happen. At the moment I remember that I'm in here with a basic loadout, I knew something that was going to happen.
Too heavy and too light at the same time. Beside me, a woman named Delia was checking her equipment with practiced hands. She'd been on 3
shit.
before, which made her practically a veteran. First time, she asked, not looking up from her work. That obvious? You're breathing too fast. Your visor's already fogging. She tapped her own face.
Right, that's fire, so stay back. Fire done.
When I say freeze, you become a statue. Understand? I nodded, not trusting.
Well, don't do that. Pick it up first. Drop it here. Interact. Pick that up. Interact. That's that done. Stay out of the way. Where's the next one? Oh. Oh, fire. Come on. Oh, fuck. Now fire. Now fire. Now fire. Now fire. Ugh. Open. There's one. Get out, bro. Get out. Before it burns. There's another canister. You see it? There it is. That's it. That's it. That's it. I got 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 it. Can you open it for me? I'll do it. Why the hell not, right? Okay, 2 more. Thank you. Sorry, bro. I try to stabilize him, but hey. No. You got it. Get out. Fire. Fire, get out, lightning, not so bad. Jupiter, got you, you motherfucker. Okay, that's going straight into my special pocket. What's that? Yeah. Don't want to what, sorry? No, bro, I came here specifically to get it. Sorry.
Brace for impact, Corpus shouted, and I barely had time to lock my knees before we hit. The sound was beyond description. The melter drill of the torpedo's
Okay, now we need to get out of here. Why can't I heal myself? Oh, it's not health, it's this.
Embedded in the enemy hull like a parasite, the drill had done its work, submerged and on the other side of that hole was everything I'd been trained to do. Disembark, move. Corpus was shouting, and the torpedoes assaulted, pouring out into the enemy ship, and everything I thought I knew about them.
Oh, you little fuck. I don't care. It's in my safe pocket. I get it no matter what happens.
The things that had died and been left to rot in recycled air. The second thing.
I'm gonna sit right here. I'm sitting right here. I'm going nowhere. Oh shit. That's it. Leave me alone. Leave me be. Oh, you... Shit. What the hell was that from? Was that the Queen?
Above us,
You know what? Like I said, I don't care. It's in my safe pocket. I got it no matter what.
the void had gotten in here at some point, either from our
Right, let's get out of here.
from earlier damage. Everything that could freeze had frozen. Squads form up.
It is in my safe pocket, right? It is.
Crackling slightly over the Vox. 2x2 formation, weapons free.
Continue. Ah, Queen. God damn it. Yes! Jupiter Blueprint. Fires. Velocity capable of damaging multiple targets in one shot. Thank you.
We had successfully boarded. Around
Only 2,000 points for that? I would have expected more for that.
our torpedo, one of a dozen that had slammed into the enemy vessel like the fist of an angry god. Delia grabbed my shoulder and pulled me into position beside her. Stay on my
inventory.
Watch the high angles.
Learn and
Heretics
consume.
like to hide in the
Yes.
superstructure.
Love that. Love that. Right. Raider. No, I'll leave that. Workshop. Collected air. Claim.
We
Back.
advanced through the cargo bay toward
Okay,
a black
play.
door that hung half open.
Reload out, man. Let's do it.
Beyond it was a corridor, and down that corridor was the ship's interior. And somewhere in that labyrinth of metal and madness were the people we'd been sent to kill or capture. The thought made my hands shake. I'd trained for this. I'd practiced in the Sims until I could clear a room in my sleep. But standing there in that frozen cargo bay, looking at that dark corridor, I understood with terrible clarity that simulation was nothing like reality. The corridor beyond the glass door was a nightmare of industrial decay. Conduits had burst, spilling frozen coolant across the deck in jagged ice sheets.
Okay, this guy's boring me a bit
The
now.
walls were scored with lasburn.
The truth about Trump's health. What's this all about? You know what, Scaramucci? I'll give you a listen. Why the hell not?
Welcome to The Rest is Politics US with me, Catty K.
And me, Anthony Scaramucci.
Happy Christmas season to everybody.
Happy Christmas, everybody. Some say Merry Christmas. It's a great time of the year. One of my favorite times of the year, Cat. But the year is coming to an end. And
Can you get up here? Yes, you can.
The Rest is Politics US Awards, Cat. Judge. By the way, since I'm not getting an award, I have nobody to thank for. Thank you, people. I would like to thank Fiona and Callum and India and my Emma family. Big shout out to all of my family members.
Fairly soon the music's going to start playing because you're not actually up for any of these awards. Okay, we are going to do The Rest is Politics US Awards. It's a bit like the Oscars of politics. So settle in with your...
Right, is he the only one in here? The guy must be down there, right?
And join us as we break down the year that was. Let's get started with who was the best performing politician.
Is he behind this door?
Anthony Scaramucci, who is your candidate?
It's got to be Zoran Mamdani.
You don't like Zoran Mamdani. What are you saying? He's the best politician.
I don't like the socialist policies.
You were so rude about him in the beginning.
This guy has performed, guys. He's a very hard worker. He's got great charisma.
What the fuck?
Control of social media. Dare I say Trumpian-like. No surprise if you really understand the two of them, why they got along. Because
Don't fall down.
And this kid is a winner. Again, whether you like his policies or not, I think he is the most formidable and therefore the best politician of 2025. Are you in agreement with me on that? Or what?
God, I'm going to have to be in agreement. I promise you we're not going to be in agreement through this whole thing. It's hard to think of somebody who's come from
He's still in there.
nowhere, from being a state assemblyman. Is he a state assemblyman? I don't even know what a state assemblyman really does. But anyway, from having a staff of 6 people to a year later being elected to mayor of New York City and being
Yes.
hated.
He opened the door and fired a gun, right?
I was hesitant about this one because it's first of all because it sounds like it's a cliche and everybody's talking about Zoran Mamdani. I had my kids home for Thanksgiving. They were all gushing about Zoran Mamdani. But then my
Oh!
showed me the video of Zoran Mamdani being interviewed by Adam Friedland. Have you heard the Adam Friedland show? Do you know that, Anthony? Huge big show on the left. Big podcast show. Not as big as you, obviously, but he's a famous guy. Mamdani was, I mean, he was both natural, accessible, but managed in this
Yeah, don't switch your light off, bro. It can see it.
Personal and funny he just keeps back on that affordability message. I don't know if
Ooh, well done.
all around the country, but I would say yes. Okay, so we are 2 judges, 1 candidate, Zoran Maldani, 10 points gets best politician of the year.
What about worst? What about worst politician, Caddy? We have an award for that. Who's your call on the worst politician?
I am going to go with Pete Hegseth, who has not had a very
Where is he putting this?
started out in the confirmation hearings with a whole load of information.
He puts that there?
His
Oh.
previous relationships, his drinking, his inappropriate
What's that, a lightsaber?
women. That
Shotgun
was a struggle
choke.
to get him through the confirmation process.
Ooh.
You spoke to one of the senators who didn't want to confirm him, but ended up doing so, even though
Have a coffee mug. I said I guarantee I'm gonna need those. Tune up. No.
they held their noses. They did what Donald Trump wanted. He gets confirmed. Then in the spring,
Nice. Nice.
the whole
Silver set.
WhatsApp gate, where he includes a member of the press in a WhatsApp text group about operations in Yemen that were classified, very black mark against him. Then I think actually even more egregious,
$21,000. If I drop that,
of the generals in the autumn to
well, that's a waste of
Washington,
cash.
DC, summons them from their frontline positions around
Put
the
that
world
there.
with a very urgent message.
Get
of being
fabric.
told they need to do more push-ups.
Okay, now I can get a few more $1,000 worth of stuff
He got 0 applause for that, by the way.
before I rush the hell back out of here again.
With him sending out memes of turtle cartoon figures.
Let's go to the loading bay, people.
So I think he's had a pretty bad year. I'm actually kind of amazed that he's made it to the end of the
Those are people born
You got it?
1928 and 1945. They're the precursors of the baby boomers. This would be people like Joe Biden, completely fallen off the radar screen. But what about Nancy Pelosi? She's 85 years old. These people want to hold on forever.
I'm not going to hear about Nancy Pelosi because she said she's going to step down. Yes, she stayed too long. She's too old. But she has actually said she's pulling back from politics.
Okay, but the silent generation to me, been a big failing generation. And they're now clinging to power, so finally being forced out of power. Our production team brought up Andrew Cuomo, and of course they put in sorry Mooch. But you gotta be honest with that, Andrew. Andrew was out there in a lackluster campaign, Caddy. He was part of
Always.
generation that failed here. Outspent Zoran Mondani by about $13 million. And he couldn't make up the distance. And by the way, just to remind people, if you took Andrew's polling data, added it to Curtis Sliwa's polling data, Mayor-elect Mondani outmatched both of them. So
Admit your own. And how much money did you spend on that campaign?
let's just go. This is north of $100,000. We'll leave it there.
So that was a really good investment that you made. Can we
How much do I have?
to this group? Because this group, I feel like
$23,000. I could go. Why the hell not?
senators who have known better during the confirmation hearings, particularly for the cabinet, but held their tongue in order to please Donald Trump and told themselves that their candidates
Oh, you absolute shit stain.
Okay, our award for speech of the year goes to...
You know, I mean, look, there's a couple of different nominees.
Right, can I get out of here?
Let me go over the nominees.
Can I get out of here?
And you pick yours.
So long as no one's a piece of shit, I should be able to do it. The door's right there. And they've called it.
Quite pedantic, and just talked about U.S.
That's the door. There's the door. There's the door. Right there. Right there.
Perfectly happy to leave Europe alone. Cory Booker,
Evening. Merry Christmas. How are you?
in 5 minutes and 59 seconds. That's not my favorite because it did absolutely nothing. The Stephen Miller speech at Charlie Kirk's funeral, where he was channeling.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Hope you're doing well. And I made it. Fuck you.
So I'm going to use the J.D. Vance speech because
I got out.
who knows happened to JD Vance. I still predict his demise. But as we enter 2026, I think his power is rising right now. And I think his
a new power is rising.
About what is going on with America and Europe.
Uh-huh.
What say you of those?
Okay, I'm going to add nominal
Inventory. Right. Sell.
It would have to be, of your
Keep.
list, it would have to be JD
Keep.
Vance.
Sell.
In the Munich speech, because
sell.
reeling it from it ever since, but it
Sell.
achieved something, which is that it
Sell.
put Europe on notice that America was not going to be
Sell.
responsible for Europe's security anymore, and they needed
What
to
does that
start
recycle
moving
down to?
fast. And that was the moment that
Sell.
you started seeing the Germans have a serious debate about rearmament and how to finance the rearming of Europe. So I think actually
right, ammo.
I'm going to go with
We're going shotgun ammo.
speech at her husband's memorial service.
And we are going back in.
With the president, and she broke with some of the MAGA hardliners, and she summoned grace. And
Always, let's do it.
And that line of hers, the answer.
We're not looking for anything special here. We're making money.
And always love was a brilliant line and so heartfelt, and her forgiveness of the person who killed her husband was also an extraordinary act of political courage and political humanity and empathy and grace in a time when we really don't see very much of that. So I think Erica
She's more than justified in being incredibly angry at what happened and the people involved. She's more than justified in being angry at that. So if she was gracious and said, look, I forgive it, I just want, I don't want violent things to calm down. Genuinely, amazing respect to her for doing that. Amazing respect to her for doing that. That must have been so hard.
most under-discussed, underappreciated moment of the year. What do you think?
So, Caddy, the most under-discussed and underappreciated moment...
Ooh, it's dark again.
...is actually Donald Trump's health. You say, oh, we've discussed it. We've discussed it.
Mods.
Okay. He's wobbling. He showed an unsteady gait in August when he was with Vladimir Putin. There's a scene where he's walking down the corridor there that leads out of the Oval Office with his grandson. He's wobbling again. Okay, that's a recent one. This past November, right after the Thanksgiving holiday. He's had several brain scans. Again, I'm just speculating with you, but a lot of the times if you've had a aneurysm or stroke, something's wrong with the brain, they go back.
Behind me, nope.
Brain scans. Nothing's been released related to this. And again, the president is preserving his privacy related to his health, but he's showing signs of age-related deterioration, acknowledged by them are the ankle swelling, which could be cardiovascular, or could just be leaky valves in his veins and his legs. I'm just suggesting that there's something afoot that could play itself out in 2026. And even though it's been quote-unquote discussed, I think it's underappreciated. I think it's under-discussed, frankly. He's done a good job of sweeping it under the rug.
Oh my God, what did you think?
We'll just run in here, looked at everything and run. This has been out. No wonder he ran out. It's empty.
And frailty and lack of stamina. The one I think you're
wow.
referring to came out just after Thanksgiving weekend. That was like the New York Times' Thanksgiving gift.
EBK and woke.
Harmony, Mr. President.
There's a guy running around called woke.
Blazoned across the paper of that you love. All about how his stamina is failing, and they ran.
Bro, are you shooting at me just then?
The video was a little cool of him sitting in one meeting and his eyes start to shut. I mean, you know, I've sat in meetings and my eyes have started to shut, and he probably doesn't get enough sleep anyway. But it was pretty brutal.
For me, I think, and again, I'm not wishing the president.
Oh, someone's pissed off. There it is.
I wish him poor health. I don't wish anybody poor health. But I will say this: something is afoot there. It's been under-discussed and underappreciated.
So
It's possible the guy was just chilling out. Well, not chilling out, but it's kind of like taking a moment. Because, you know, the job's stressful.
Where he accuses the
Just saying.
Genocide
I'm not a massive Trump guy, but just because a guy's got his eyes closed in a meeting doesn't mean he's not paying attention, you know?
Effectively, the United States cancelling all asylum applications except for white Afrikaners, who the president keeps coming back to as being this beleaguered group who are under attack and need to have asylum in the United States. So that's kind of odd in and of itself, but that was a bit of a weird moment. But actually, I think one of the most underappreciated moments of the year, because it was happening at a time when so much was happening that it was hard to focus on it, was in March when Elon Musk went up to Wisconsin to weigh in on the Wisconsin Supreme Court race, and he bounced on stage
16,000.
Wisconsin wedge of cheese hat, that foam.
Yeah, that wasn't cringe at all.
And he starts handing out $1 million checks, and he tells the people in the audience that, look, this is so important, I've even bothered to come up here. Effectively, words to that effect. You're so lucky that I managed to come. Look, it wouldn't be, if somebody like me has come here, if I have come here, it must be important otherwise.
Which is kind of looking down on people, isn't it? Like,
and anyway, the Wisconsin race,
if I'm here, if I've come to your shithole, you know, state, then it must be important. It's a bit like, well, bro, no, that's not exactly what I would call.
But Doge, which dominated our lives, right? This few episodes of this year after the inauguration has died an ignominious premature death.
Rattler.
And next summer, it's already been folded. All of the Doge acolytes are out of town. There are big questions about how much money it actually saved, if any at all, and it sort of slunk out of town with its tail between its legs.
Yeah, well, did Doge actually achieve anything substantial or not? I don't think it really did. I mean, he went in there saying we're going to find trillions, and then what, a couple of billion maybe, which is not nothing, but it's nowhere near what was promised.
Beginning of the end of Elon Musk's power.
I mean, talk about over-promise and under-deliver.
Have you ever worn one, by the way, a cheese head?
I can't confirm.
Ever wore a cheese head?
Oh, you have. Is there evidence? Is there photographic evidence?
I was friends with Scott Walker, the former governor of Wisconsin, but
How did it go for you when you went on a date wearing a cheese head? I just want to know. Have you ever seen that film, The English Patient?
I have.
Okay, you know when he dresses up in the Santa Claus outfit?
Yes, I do remember.
And Ray Fiennes and Kristen Scott Thomas
Oh,
are having a
what was that?
torrid affair in the glass. There are certain things you should never do as a man. One is wear a cheese head and one is dress up in
17,000. I need more stuff.
When I have my Mickey Mouse ears on next time,
I need way more stuff.
But Caddy, I want to be self-congratulatory. Not that you and I are deserving of any awards, but if we were, we did get the Doge thing right. We both said that there is no way.
No idea what the hell. Oh.
Known as Washington, that beast is going to tolerate Doge. It's just not going to happen. It's a great idea, great business idea. But Washington does not run like a business, and they blew that to smithereens. And by the way, I think the reason why Trump has returned to the presidency...
Where's Mr. Woke?
He's never run his businesses like businesses. He just doesn't. He doesn't think like a businessman. He thinks like a marketer and a raconteur, and he thinks like...
Yeah, he thinks like, an entertainer. He doesn't really think like a businessman. People who think that Trump's a business guy, he's not. He's an entertainer.
We'll take a break and come
He's an
back.
entertainer who made a lot of money.
Trip US Award.
Entertaining.
Big question for you. What kind of a Christmas shopper are you? Are you the kind of person that leaves it to the
Enough
last
of that.
minute, or have you already got it done?
What do you
19,000.
Obviously, you haven't even thought about anybody's Christmas present yet.
I'm a very busy man, and I believe in delegation, Caddy. Really not that busy, but I thought I would say that to make myself feel self-important.
Right, you know what? I think I'm getting out of here.
I've left it to the last minute again this year. We have the perfect gift idea for you.
Make someone that you love a founding member, Caddy.
Exactly. It is the perfect present for the less organized among us. Mr. Scaramucci. You can schedule it now and it will land in their inbox on Christmas Day.
Listen, the political obsessives, and you know you have them around your dinner table, you know they're going to love this, okay? It's ad-free listening, members-only mini-series.
Hey there, how are you?
Episodes, Q&As, and exclusive...
Looking for a what?
...newsletters from me and Caddy K. It's so good.
Oh, I found that randomly after like a couple of hours. It'll just be there somewhere.
Your friends and family will love The Rest is Politics US too. Just go to therestispoliticsus.com and click on gifts. Okay, Caddy, we're back from the break. I gotta give my 2 cents in on the
Same to you. Merry Christmas.
blowout of the year, which was totally unpredictable. I would have never gotten this right. And that is Marjorie Taylor Greene's departure from the Congress and her rift with Trump. If you said to me on January 20th, 2025, This woman was screaming liar and traitor and wearing Trump hats. Trump is right about everything. These red hats and.
I mean, the woman was an absolute mess. And then all of a sudden at the end, she's like,
and says, "Hey, I apologize for my rancor." And
"Oh, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you."
Didn't say it that way, but I'm translating. And then she disavows Trump and then leaves the Congress before her term is up.
Nobody leaves Congress. They all go in. They stay there forever, and then you have to kind of carry them out on a gurney at the end of it. I know, I thought that was kind of remarkable. The Musk-Trump one is pretty obvious. We knew that was going to happen. I think we called that right. The MAGA breakups are pretty good. For biggest political blow-up, the fight between Ben Shapiro and Tucker Carlson, Nick Fuentes getting thrown in there. Where does that leave JD Vance in this kind of stew of MAGA? I guess we could see that coming. It came a little quicker than I thought it would. You know, it's a bit like when you took Tito away from Yugoslavia and stuff, things started to disintegrate. It feels like people are looking at the end of Trump, and now MAGA is already heating itself up in civil war to try and see who's going to be the inheritor of Trumpism. I am going to go with, because I think it had the most impact around the world, particularly a part of the world that I'm interested in, I'm going to go with Zelensky in the Oval Office. When he came over here and he got
Berated.
by the vice president. And
Absolutely berated is what he got.
Accused of not thanking America and not having any cards to play.
Bit ungrateful.
It all went incredibly bad. I mean, it was. I remember watching it at the time, and it was excruciating to watch. You and I are not confrontational people, Anthony. Either of us. We avoid that kind of scene like the plague. And I watched it, and I thought, oh my god, I want to be anywhere else. I could barely watch it, and I watched it several times afterwards. And
Night Ray times 2.
But of course it had, I mean, it showed us how little JD Vance has any inclination that America should lead in Europe or should be helping the Ukrainians, does not see that there's a rationale for helping the Ukrainians, who are, after all, doing, in a way, the West's dirty work for them. It's the Ukrainians who are dying, and the Russian army that is being degraded, and the Russian economy that is being degraded by the Ukrainians. But JD Vance clearly doesn't feel that. And it was a kind of dramatic moment of JD Vance asserting himself as vice president, slightly hijacking the conversation, but getting away with it. It signaled, I think, just how much this administration doesn't like Europe, wants to get out of Ukraine, and it was a moment that the world noticed and thought, wow, something very different is happening in America right now.
Yep.
You know, I mean, it's a really good one, Caddy. I want to ask you the following question:
Do you like it in the?
It's a good question.
It is, isn't it? Thanks.
He's under pressure at home, and there are conversations about whether he was a great wartime leader for the first 3 years. I mean, listen, this guy is under a huge amount of pressure and has been ever since the war began. He must be exhausted. And maybe it is time. I think the thinking in Ukraine now, if you look at the polls in Ukraine, particularly since that corruption scandal erupted in November, you saw a pretty quick shift in polls when it came to Zelensky's popularity, who has been massively popular in the country, and are thinking that maybe it's time for another leader there. So I think you're right. That's a good point. He may not make it through 26. What do you think?
I think it's a big issue. I think if we're sitting here a year from now and he's still there, I will applaud him. But the Trump administration is sided with the Russians. And right now, I don't see the backbone. You know, my friend Adam Kissinger is out there banging cymbals, telling European leaders, get it together, push back on Putin, you've got the goods on him, your combined militaries are technologically superior to his, and push him back. But the Europeans are going to be very reluctant to do that without the Americans, and Trump is not there. And whoever replaces Hegseth, I think, I'm going to make a prediction here, which is, I think, apropos to your great reporting, is that Hegseth doesn't make it through 2026. By the way, if Hegseth does make it, I want our producers to remind me so I can take a dunking for that, but I don't think Hegseth makes it. And we're sitting here with an America that still supports Russia. I think it puts an enormous amount of pressure on Zelensky. So I have it 75% that he goes. If he stays, and I would like to see him stay because I do applaud him, and I am a fan of his. But I think it's going to be very rough on him.
Okay, surprise star of 2026. Who is your star? I was going to say Erica Kirk, but I already moved in terms of that speech, and I think that was what the surprise breakout moment was for her. Fiona, our producer, made a very interesting suggestion suggestion, which I've been kind of mulling over the last few days, and that is Caroline Levitt, who I actually think has done an amazing job.
Really?
Of defending the White House and defending.
True, I guess she's kind of deflected a lot, yeah. Well, I guess that's also the press secretary's job, is to deflect and keep everything on message. So, you know.
And if you are a principal, you want a spokesperson who is going to go to the mat for you, whatever their own views are, that is going to go to the mat for you every single time. As members of the press, we can now count on Caroline Levitt to come out fighting, feisty, pushing back.
People are dying.
Us all idiots and fake news, but doing it in a way that every time.
Loading area. They're dying down there for sure.
Caroline Levitt, surprise star of the year. Young, very young.
Can I push back and say something really controversial, which will probably be upsetting to some of our viewers and listeners?
No, never.
Nigel Farage.
Wow, that's going to go down with Alistair and Rory very well.
No, you're going to be mad at me, but again, it's the same thing with a Zoran Mandani or a Donald Trump. Nigel Farage, it's mathematically possible that he could become. Am I making this?
Whatever it is, it's there.
It's mathematically possible that he could become the prime minister. Okay.
True.
He could either, if he forms a coalition. If you just look at the Ladbrokes voting, look at the poly markets, I think he is the surprise star of the year. And I'm not
Fuck
saying
you.
Alistair Rory be happy with that. And obviously, I'm an anti-populist because I don't think populism is actually serving the people that are.
Oh, someone's firing at it.
I just think that's the irony of populism. But I have to look at it empirically and say that he's got to be there.
No.
It's quite interesting, isn't it, that we start out with Person of the Year and we both said Zoran Mamdani. The other surprise star of the year, I think you could say, is Javier Milei, who, okay, he's been around for a while.
Hey, Merry Christmas.
Run, and he managed to get $20 billion out of the Americans. Not a bad deal. And actually, the people we are pointing to, Caroline Levitt, Nigel Farage, Mamdani on the left.
I think this guy took them out.
So maybe it's just that the communication style is very direct, authentic, in your face, produces these figures who seem like stars, Erica Kirk and Caroline Levitt.
Is it weird being a closeted homosexual?
And when she spoke at the Republican National Convention up in
Don't ask.
in 2008,
I knew as soon as I looked down, I was like, 2 dead bodies. I thought, okay, this guy's gone for them.
slightly pugilistic manner
With an
about
anvil.
These kind of people are people that you notice, and that makes them look
Still,
like
got that.
I want to move on to
We're up.
political interview of the year. There's a lot of different candidates for this. Some could say that it's the Marjorie Taylor Greene CNN complete U-turn, but I don't see that one making it to the tippy top. The tippy top for me.
I gotta be honest, guys. If you're watching this, first of all, thanks very much. But this really is just a grind today. That's literally all this is. It's just me powering through now that I'm off work.
On the conservative right.
Make less noise when bridging, confirm.
Fissure in MAGA. So Tucker's out there allowing Nick Fuentes.
Out of space. Time to sell some shit. Okay.
Ben Shapiro, who we know is a mainstream conservative, but also an American Jew, goes crazy about this. And Trump world split in a number of different ways, and I'm going to argue this hurts
Trump world. Magnetron. What does that recycle down to?
Because is he a journalist or is he a movement leader?
Advanced power cell.
You have to do if you're a movement
Antiseptic.
leader is you have to form a coalition.
I don't know why I've got the cell.
Hate Trump,
Cell.
Trump. He is a
What is it recycled to?
leader.
20 seeds.
He was
No.
able to form
Cell.
a coalition of sparring people and disparate people.
Cell. Oh no, don't recycle. Cell.
In my opinion, a destabilization of MAGA.
Cell.
And I think it was represented by the Nick Fuentes Tucker Carlson interview.
True.
Yeah, and of course Tucker Carlson.
Mini
goes to the
centrifuge.
J.D.
What was it recycled down to?
Vance. A lot of questions about that
What's the products
relationship
in that?
in the
Cell.
context of that Nick Fuentes interview.
Knowing I'll need that more, knowing my luck.
Ross Douthat
Sell that.
at the New York Times on his podcast, Interesting Times. Has
A grenade that detonates after delay, stunning enemies within a radius. You know what? No.
It was fascinating. His interview with Amy Coney Barrett was
Silencer.
really
No.
on her views on jurisprudence. She has
Synthesized
been a very
fuel.
interesting
Cell.
figure. She is the figure who has, of course, this year in
Cell.
a separate interview said that she does not think that President Trump can run for a third term, or that any
Recycle.
president can run for a third term in office. So I think that's worth a listen.
Flutes. Do I want that?
To her
No.
life
So
story, which is fascinating, and why she has such a
recycle
big
to
family and what that
chemicals.
means to her. And there's a lot of personal stuff there, which I found interesting as well, but also about her legal.
Gas grenade. Sell.
Wildest moment of the year.
Reload out. Sell.
Wildest moment of the year overall.
$400,000. Okay.
There have been
Okay, cool. So now we have a bit more space.
wild moments. Okay, this is a bit of an odd one, but it's hard to go. You have to use a lot of memory when it comes to Donald Trump, because so much happens.
What else do we have?
And that's part of the intent of it. That's the flooding zone stuff. But it's worth.
You know what, Peter Zion? What's on your mind, my friend?
America doesn't win the next era because it's brilliant. It wins because everyone else is screwed. What's that mean?
Doesn't exactly fit on a bumper sticker, but yeah, that broadly works. You got two big things that are going on. One, in the globalized world, it's all about who you can access safely. And
what do you have?
Can I help you?
Yes.
So people always talk about, oh, if the U.S. and China get into a war, won't that be bad for X, Y, or Z?
Perfect.
I don't mean to suggest it would be a piece of cake, but the Chinese are dependent on trade, and we're not. It's really
Complex
nuts.
comparts.
And if we can nail down Canada and Mexico in a productive relationship, we used to call that NAFTA or NAFTA 2. We're now having second thoughts. That's half the hard work
More
right
of
there.
these.
In addition,
That'd be pretty solid.
we export energy. The Chinese import both. Biggest in the world.
The only good I'm missing is the Toronto. I'd love that. I have a lot of the good energy weapons, but I don't have a Toronto, and that's the one I'm really after.
Wave of that happen overnight.
That would really make a big change.
Every country on the planet.
So I don't really have. I have lots of green. I have one blue. What I'm missing is that middle ground.
The other piece is
Level up. I don't know where to get that. I've looked in, broken and messed up and destroyed Sentinel turrets. Never found it. So take from that what you will. Okay. Going night again.
In the equivalent of like
Guns. I guess let's make some guns. Okay.
Appropriately apocalyptic from you to start.
Rattler, okay.
The stuff about China is
and Stitcher.
Challenge of just geography, biome, topsoil, just sort of the constitution of where they are. That's sort of one of the fundamental problems?
All of that is legitimate concerns. The river where most of them live on, the Yellow, isn't navigable. They have never been able to use it for trade, so they've never internally traded among themselves. The one river they have that is navigable, the Yangtze, has always been an independent, well, I should say always, but often been an independent political entity going back for 3,000 years
Rattler,
of Chinese history.
Quetzal.
And down in the south and the tropics, Hong Kong, you've got city-states and little enclaves of flat land that have always looked to the outside world of Chinese.
Light.
The soil sucks. The northern part where 70% of the population lives, it's low S soil in a drought zone. So if anything ever happened to logistics or distribution, what would go down in northern China would be what has gone down in
Elements,
China 27
shields,
times before, and that's civilization.
quick use.
If we were talking about any country,
I don't know why it does that. I tell it to make 4, it only makes to 1. I don't understand why.
that would just be the end of them.
I really don't understand why.
Enough Chinese in the past to pick up the
Like I know I'm not going crazy. 4 craft.
And so this really
there.
is
Right now it's done it.
To the concept of China and the concept of even the Han Chinese, because we're in a situation now. Well,
Now it's done it. Okay, and consume and learn. Confirm. Thank you.
And
okay, and finally.
And very soon it will be over. That's before you consider the broader.
And done. Perfect. Right. Okay. Yeah.
First island chain off the coast, so the Chinese have never, ever, ever been able to be a global commercial
Back in.
power, except when the United States, when it created the global system, told everybody that they couldn't bring guns to trade talks. And that one decision that we made allowed the Chinese to play on the global field in a way that they just never could until that point. And so, lo and behold, this is the one era of Chinese history where they're unified and successful.
Tell me more about the guns to the meetings rule and how that helped.
Sure. So before World War II, it's a good break. We basically had an system where if you wanted links to resources and markets and populations that were outside of your home country. You had to build a navy, and you went and took it. You built your empire, and those empires attempted to not trade with one another if they could help it. They just traded within their own network. That model generated what we like to call history, and it led to World War II. And all the empires crashed and burned at the same time fighting war. Well, at the end of World War II, the only navy that was left that was worthy of the name was the American. And we had never been a trading power because we more or less had a continent to ourselves, and we're still digesting the continent. So we had this idea that
Motherfuck.
to protect everyone, and we will allow everyone
Nope.
to trade with us, and we will allow our market to be open for goods if we get to regular security policies, so we don't get another conflict on this again. And so one of the things that people want to break down trade relationships and say that some
Shit. Get out.
from an economic point of view, we
Climb.
thrived up an alliance. And if you remember your history, it wasn't just Britain, Germany, Japan, Korea, Taiwan, and Italy that were allies during the Cold War. It was China too, because it was all about boxing in the Soviets, and it worked beautifully. The idea that this should be recalibrated in a post-Cold War environment, perfectly reasonable. But if you don't want to pay people to be on your side, they need another reason to be on your side. And so what we're seeing in American politics right now is this kind of cognitive disconnect where we still want everyone to do everything we say, but we also don't want our market. And that is not a viable one.
Okay, so Chinese demographic collapse.
Not a bad little haul. 22,000.
China has improved their story. There'll still be some Han. Give it 50 years to go.
So China very populous. People might say, well, if I just look at the numbers, the solution. I'm going to it wasn't good.
So bad, so bad. So, since I talked to you last, there seems to be this reckoning that's going on in the statistical community in entities. Where that come from? Sorry. Pick me up right after doing another project in China. The issue appears to be that they now believe, the statisticians believe that the local are lying about their demographic. And so, after Tiananmen Square, 10,000 people killed by tanks. The Chinese Communist Party is like, well, that was no fun whatsoever. Let's try to not ever have to do that again. One of the ways we're going to make
Get back here, you. Get back here. Get back here. Get in. You motherfuck.
And then you have kind of scary that brought wrenches and guns. So you have white collar and blue collar. So why don't we move our entire economy from a blue collar economy to a white collar economy? Problem solved. Because white collar folks live in
Stay still.
You can cut off the water. You can bolt them into their house. You know, there's lots of ways you can deal with white collar protesters.
Fucker.
So they started.
You absolute.
They started second education systems, and you know.
Fuck you.
You critique how successful the transition was and why they were a manufacturing economy and still are.
Oh, you. I can't believe this thing sometimes.
The thing is, you go to primary school and secondary
I've wasted all of the shit.
the first time you pay taxes,
That's it. After all of that. Right, you know what? I'm not playing with you anymore.
so
I'm not doing it. I'm gonna go play with someone else.
these new white-collar workers who were supposed to move to high-paid jobs and paying lots of taxes, that was supposed to manifest in calendar.
Don't you dare.
Then it was COVID. And in China, COVID lasted a lot longer. Maybe even early in 2024, and so they didn't get any good data. And then when they did get the data, they're like, oh, tax receipts are down. That's the opposite. Shanghai, when you look back at everything, okay. In a first world country,
Fuck it, get out. Jump!
Or every immunization, matriculation for every grade pay taxes, get your driver's license.
Fuck this guy. Jesus. Everywhere.
Until recently, not all Chinese were born in hospitals. The first one was when you get a single battery of immunizations at some point around 6 months old. What they discovered was that the doctor who was giving the shots got paid per shot. So the doctors lied about the number of shots that they got. The second point is when you enroll in kindergarten. Local governments get subsidies from the federal system based on how much. The third point is when you pay international taxes for the first time, which is typically 17, 18, 19. Which to tertiary education, and it's 21, 22, 23. So we get to calendar 2024, and the Chinese realize children that they thought started with born at all. And so the question is, did we overcount the population by 100 million? Or 100 million people? So even according to the official statistics, China is no longer the most populous country. It has been for a while. Probably has been since about 2006. The Chinese are now publicly that their birth rate has been lower than the United States since 1991. And it looks like it might be significantly worse than that. So yeah, 10 years. High confidence.
Since the last time that we spoke, AI has taken on even more of an important role. Yeah, I'm just, I think one of the, it's an odd, it's not happening and it's good that it is, sort of scenarios that happen, especially when it comes to birth rate decline, is whether it's we don't need more people on the planet, we're a scourge on the earth, fragile world hypothesis, climate change in future, it doesn't matter in any case, capitalism, life's miserable, and I don't want kids or young people to be born into.
Everyone's trying to shoehorn it into their existing world.
Correct. Yeah. The demand for answers that's why the purposeful answers into it. One thing that I am interested about is some of the losses in productivity being offset by increases in efficiency.
Where are they? Screw it. Okay.
It's not about where we have it's about white collar. It's about making white collar more redundant or more productive. And if you're into some degree of data collation and assessment, real trouble.
Is that a magnet?
Brain power to take data information and make something of it, you're probably fine at least for now. So right now, if you're like, say, a paralegal, their job is basically to research multiple cases and bring the information together for someone who will take it and do value add.
Can I jump on that thing, do you think?
Once you start doing the value add, the way my doctor put it, it's kind of like 80-20. It's like 80% is pretty good, 20% of it is really not. And when we're describing medications,
Okay, it really rocks you off. You really have to move with it. Almost! I almost got it! Yeah, I'm out. Okay, I think I'm gonna call it. I've got stuff I need to do today. I need places I need to be.
Of improvement, while it's very noticeable, I would get
Kill by a Bastion. Continue. 49. Thank you. Continue. Continue. Skip. Continue.
I'm pretty good at that 20%. All right, that's piece one. Piece two.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks very much, guys. Thanks to those of you who watched. If you liked, I'd really appreciate it. If you subscribed, even better. I'll be on over the Christmas holidays, 100%. But I need to start getting ready to move on. So take care and Merry Christmas. Bye bye.
Not that they're not important, but